resilience in the fold, hedge pressurizing, the charts are bold, dated bands rapping, stories untold. Riding with rockets through the AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory, heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red flashing voices loud, future kings standing on their cloud. Riding with rockets through the AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. The pulse ascending, mind on fire, never ending. Trees of gold, endless fight, push on through the endless night. Riding with rockets, scooter AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory, heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red flashing voices loud, future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with their AI, up we go reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Sanctuary in awe, it's blending, mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, endless fight, push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to the show. Hello, hello. Hit that like button, friends. You know the drill. All right, let's get going here. Welcome, friends. Good morning, everybody. Smash that like button. Give me a second, guys. Good morning, friends. Don't forget to smash the like button there. Still got smudges on these things. Man, I need to get a new pair of glasses already. These things are already all scratched up and dinged up. Ah, I can see better now. It's been smashed hard. That's the way to go. What's up? What's happening? Good morning. How goes it, friends? All right. Welcome to the stream. I'm your host, Matt, in the Trade with Matt channel. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for supporting our bros, supporting our channel, supporting us on socials. Everything, man. Like, we really appreciate that. I mean, we're growing so fast. Every month's bigger than the previous month. All right. Let's rock it. Okay, guys. Let's ready to roll. I'm starting off today with a tiny little loss. I say tiny-ish relative. I attacked MHP 2 times last night and both times failed. I might not make any trade stakes. I might be closer to my limit of what I want to do. I got tricked. Anytime the market gets tricky, I tell myself I don't know what I'm going to do. 25.084 last night. I hit it twice on the reclaim both times. Like, on the first dip, I bought it, was doing okay. Took the loss. Second dip, got in. Took the loss, and then that's just what it is. And I was like, okay. We're back to feeling like those December type moments, so I know how it works. And I'm going to probably just like chill on this one today unless I get something really good. I was thinking like that maybe we get a continuation to the upside until we got some kind of news. So it's just too volatile. Look at this. I mean, and look, even with that much overshoot of over 100 points, and then it went up to the target. I wanted to go from here back to there. That was the trade, but I was obviously in bed when that happened. But 1, 2, 3 reclaims failed, and the fourth one took off, and then the fifth. See how this was a little nightmarish today, right? So we're gonna kind of like, yeah. Do I trade PM session with Rocket Scooter? I do, Mike. Yeah. So in PM, I just trade off of the dynamic hedge pressures. That's it. And last night was just a flip-flop city. So I know I was watching Brad's stream at the time, and then like we had fallen right to there, and I was like, cool. And I built a position here. It was about 35 contracts. Then started like building around it, took a loss, kept building here a second time. Took a second. I'm like, man, what the heck? Like, all right, we're probably crashing out. And I'm like, I'm going to avoid this. We might fall in the lower band. I'm going to chill. And then I end up going to bed somewhere as it's falling. I'm like, all right, well, thank God I'm out of this. We're going to crash again. Then woke up this morning. I'm like, what the heck? But I'm not going to hold 100 points upside down. So I was hitting it with like 35 contracts around that area. Just took 30K losses twice in a row. Not that big of a deal because with 30 contracts, you know, you're talking $24,000 every 40 points. So it's not a lot. Sometimes it's nice to see Matt in red. Oh yeah. Oh, 100%. It happens. But I mean, you know, that's like barely 10% of the account. So, or that, you know, the account size is this. So it's still within range of my daily loss. So I'm still all right. To make one more trade, I'm probably going to try to build a little bit. None of my props are affected. So I just attacked it in the main. I wasn't really too certain that it was a good play with the speed and quickness at which it fell. I was like, instead of going all in all my prop accounts, they're all sitting pretty much at zero. So one of those old evals when I lost the TPT like a week or so ago, one of the evals I'm just flipping. That's the only one I touched. So it's $35. The New York session is usually the better time to trade. Since December, as I found out though, the Asia session has been more straightforward. That's why I've been kind of like trying to, you know, and of course with this volatility we've been passing through our strong pivots left and right. Just the volatility is too much that you see how it kind of overshoot before the trade took off. And that just happens. The setup was from here to there. And the overnight has been more actually easier since December. And that's why you see me a lot of times trades overnight, because it has been a lot more straightforward. It's been a lot less structure breaks and just hitting the thing and working. It's been a lot easier. Life of Lou saying the same thing. Yeah, the Asia session's been a lot more straightforward. That's why I've been kind of committing to paying attention to it. Asia strategy, I use monthly hedge pressure. That's real in this environment with volatility, just MHP, that's it. And maybe DD bands if we get it. So if we open above, I'm longing off of there. If we open below, I'm shorting off of there. And, you know, probably last 2 or 3 weeks, I've showed up to stream most days without being red. This is the first time I'm showing up red in the, like 2 or 3 weeks. So, you know, the greens have to offset the reds, obviously. All right. My phone on the charger here. On the overnight trades, it depends. On the overnight trades, usually it's a 40 point on NASDAQ and 10 point on S&P. But when it's volatile, you have to take extra consideration. So, in this environment, it's a little more volatile, so 40 points isn't going to be enough. It's hard to gauge how much in general, but the rule of thumb is when you have, usually we'll use arbitrage. Arbitrage will tell me like what the maximum arbitrage number is or minimum, that's about the overshoot. And when you don't have that in the evening session, what I like to do is I like to find out what was the largest 1 minute candle. It gives me about the range. 142 to 082 was about 60 points. So when you see a candle that's like 60 points, you tell yourself that's the volatility. Nothing rushes that quickly in a single minute. So I can say 60 points of overshoot. So 82 down to 22 is allowed overshoot. And so that's why, like, when it hit the overshoot and tucked back in, I was like, okay, cool, let me get back on the long. And then it just fell down to 22 and lower, and I stopped out here, which is kind of crazy because where I stopped out, you can see that it still went up. But the point is better safe than sorry. You know, it could have been minus 300,000 if I held all the way to there. So the point is you see how that's about that level, 1 minute candle, and that you subtract that from here, and that's exactly where it was bouncing. So it's pretty good at gauging the volatility. If it's a really cool trick, especially overnight when you don't have any indicators, is if you take the largest overnight candle that you have, like here, draw a box around the largest 1 minute candle, you can see that the market volatility kind of like in the overshoots here, it kind of like bounces inside of that range. And there was your overshoot. It's a really cool rule of thumb. And so once you break through that, you can see that the market gets a little sort of crazy. Just like we do when we measure catalysts, you see how when you kind of break through that, the volume just goes through the roof. So you're basically, there's a volatility that allows the market to sway around. But when you're breaking through that volatility is when you're really triggering stops out. And that's where all of this volume comes from. Pretty neat. Neat trick. Yeah. So I had a 60 point stop with the 35 contract position. Yeah. YouTube suggested PW stream first on your feed. Well, that's because he was live first. Nothing's different with Iago. I was 15 minutes late. So when you're not live, it's not gonna suggest you. Yeah, the market's been harder to read kind of lately as well. One of the things to do is to wait for it to go a bigger, wider range and then just trade it back to the middle because it's volatile. It's just bouncing through everything. So today, it looks like, you know, what I thought we were going to see was kind of a continuation to the upside, and it still could be that. This actually looked pretty nice. Like this sort of like triple wick, you know, bottom hold action here was looking really solid. Normally when you see this much volatility sort of like collapse and you consolidate at the high, you're a moment from pushing up. So it started to look really good, and you know, VIX was kind of playing ball a little bit, and that's why overnight I was like, okay, we should probably be all right. Yesterday, like that volatility starting to die out. Wednesday we, you know, rallied a little bit, and I was like, okay, Thursday we're gonna hit, you know, some key pivots, and then volatility is gonna die out, and then it still seems to be climbing. So I don't know what to think anymore. I'm a little confused myself. We know that it's still gonna be sensitive to the war, but how sensitive it's gonna be. It sounds like every single time the people in Iran just point at the new lead, or they point at the new leader. I'm reading social media. I don't know what's true or not, but it sounds like every time they elect somebody, he's gone within a couple minutes. So they're pushing hard over there. You're like, we want you to be, oh no, not me. I'll pass. I'll be an advisor on the side. But who knows what's AI and what's not. But that can still keep escalating stuff. You remember how hard it was to get like a government installed in Afghanistan and get them their own elections and stuff? I think people think that Trump saying, hey, people, take over your nation, take over your government, it's going to happen in a week. This is like years of this. So when the market is consolidating, does it always crash after? I wouldn't make an assumption like this. This is driven by current events. Like I'd like to say this right here is looking very solid. Like at this level, it's looking very solid. There's support here for whatever reason, but it can still escalate pretty further, and who knows what can happen, right? I'm kind of nervous about last night's price action. Sort of changed my mind. I thought, okay, cool, we're bottoming out. Maybe this is just retracing the move. So we'll see, you know, wherever those red lines are. Let's do it real quick. But I was actually pretty psyched about, I was like, okay, maybe the shock is over and we're going to get back to market consolidating, and this could be that one event that people were waiting for to see if they can, there's dips they wanted to buy. We'll see. Really? Oh, imbalances. Hell? What about on the S&P? I guess that counts. Okay, that's the bigger imbalance. Already there though. No, not yet. Okay. Good morning. You broke through that, huh? Okay. There is no impact line here. Yeah, what's up, Daily Grind? Welcome to the club, man. Appreciate the sub. Okay, I guess just MHP is it. Yeah, I thought we would be like rolling up. I think that might be what happens today. So I might wait for lower band. It like this, even though it's consolidating pretty heavily down at the bottom, it's still coming lower. I think that, you know, even if we are trading lower like that, we kind of like downside move would look like this probably. Fall to like lower band or something, hit the consolidation, bump up. Your support becomes resistance. On a down move would look like that. Like where we are opening and then any bull case would like support here. Like that. So I think we get an inflection point exactly where we're opening. I think we pass through this, whichever direction we go. Volatile, you always tell yourself you're gonna pass through whatever it is. So, you know, you open here, you pass through it a couple of times, or opening here, we're gonna probably pass through it a couple of times. Reversal plays are probably still in on both sides, long and short. I'm not seeing any downturn in volatility, so this continuing to trade higher, not the best sign for like a stable, clean, easy play. So now I'm not going to chase longs or chase shorts. This sort of action, downside move in both Asia and Europe, obviously has me less bullish than I was at the start. Like at the open, this move like this, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna buy the dip if we get it. Bought the dip, stopped, bought the dip again, stopped, or bought the reclaim, stopped. And now we're trading below MHP. So we're already in like an irrational state. So I would be trading kind of like medium small anyways. I'm not gonna hit this with like 50 contracts unless I am just absolutely certain. So all bull market signals were there. DD ratio was good. We were above MHP, which was good. And we had monthly maps, which was good. But now with this trading down a little bit, I have to see if we're on the edge or not. Farina, that message you deleted, who knows what that was? Somebody, that looks like some kind of what the heck was that? I think he was cutting and pasting the wrong message in the wrong chat. At the end of the month, lifetime giveaway does it count for new accounts only or resets too? Any spend with our code. So if the reset allows you to use our code and we get credit for it, then that counts. If the reset doesn't allow you to use our code, it doesn't count. Yeah, it doesn't work with resets on Funded Next, unfortunately. I think he was just... Matt, that's hilarious. Some art thing you were doing. During the overnight, how do you know when approaching MHP, whether for a short bounce or reclaim breakout? I usually take the side that it opens on. I air to that side. So here, like if we open above, I'm always reversing MHP every time. If we open below, I'm reversing off of it. Open above, reversing off of it. So I buy, and then I was up pretty good. I was up like maybe, I don't know, 30 grand. I was okay, that's good. And then it's like, what the heck? I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and stop out. And then when it reclaimed, I got back in again. And then stopped out. So basically, like when it gets back to the other side, I'm like, okay, cool, maybe we are bouncing. Like at this moment in time, it looks pretty decent, right? You're like, okay, good, okay, good, okay, good. All right, yeah, let me build back into it. Build. Okay, cool, I'm winning, good. I'm winning, oh crap, okay, oh crap. What the heck, all right, I'm getting out of this, screw this. Basically what it was. Yeah, I was like, that sounds like 3D printing. That sounds pretty awesome. I kind of like, I'd like one of those things. I have a friend of mine that lives in my neighborhood that during COVID, his hobby was boot making. For whatever reason, he wanted to get into making boots. Like he's like, I'm just going to make my own boots. Like that's like the coolest COVID hobby I ever thought of. You know, mine was bartending, like let me make drinks for all my friends. So he got in like making his own shoes, and he's made tons of shoes ever since then, like leather working, and to make some components like the eyelets for the laces and the heel and stuff, he like 3D printed it. So then that made him get into 3D printing so they could 3D print his shoe parts, and now he's a 3D printer as a second hobby. He's always like 3D printing stuff for everyone in the neighborhood. You're printing me a rocket suit or something? Let's go. All right, chat. How many contracts did I have? About 35. My second exit was 35. So that was like the total position I had. Yeah. 35 on NASDAQ. Yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna hit it hard for the reversal. If we're if we're reversing, then I've got 120 points I can get out of that one. I got a PO box. I don't have a PO box anymore. But I think iDoc has one that we can use. So I'll have to ask her. Your COVID hobby was ultra marathon running. That's cool. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool hobby. Want to laser cut something? We need the logo. Let me show you guys the logo. Hold on. I got you. Let me post it in the announcements. I'll give you all the high res version. Big blue and white. You want the transparent or the blue and white? Blue and white. There you guys go. And the announcements. I want to know some cool things about the logo. Look, I drew this myself, by the way. An artist to clean it up. All right, here's some things in the logo. Ready? Can't see it behind the wheel. There's an M, there's a C. That's my name. This is a rocket engine strapped onto a scooter with a piece of rope just to show that we just hoisted it on there. Obviously, there's a stock chart. These are all the original founding employees or people that contributed to the project. The three big stars are the original three partners of the company. And then like Slacks has one, and some of the original developers have one. Amjad has one, Nadim has one. So each star represents somebody in the company. Yeah, that was this little hidden gems and that logo. Elon would be proud. That's true. So even my initials are hidden in that logo. Dun, 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 dun. Rocket is made out of candles. It kind of, I didn't even think of it like that. It's very basic logo design, but it does the trick. I thought it was pretty cool looking. And when I did it, I was like, it's a little complex. It's like these days logos are all kind of leaning towards the side of being less detail oriented so that they can look good on a phone app. But I still kind of like it because when you look on the back there, it looks kind of neat. I'm gonna draw the scooter for the stream. There you go. Is Slacks okay? Yeah, he's okay. He had some we got in touch with him. He was just out for a couple days, and he was he had some personal stuff, but he's good. He's really good. He got held up for just a couple days. Yeah, super good news. All right, we open in 10 minutes. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, could be a big sell-off day today, so I'll probably, I might take it easy. The lower DD band is always a play. 6821 S&P always a play. I might try to take it, but it's a little crazy day today, overnight. Breaking MHP on Nasdaq, a little choppy here. It's a low consolidation there. Hard to think that push, it might pop and drop again. I'm not going to chase a green candle out of this if it pops. Am I lower DD band? I'm thinking about it. Like, that's kind of my thought. But another thing is that in these kind of environments, right, where it doesn't just like fall there very quickly, like when it's consolidating near it, it can overshoot. So I use the S&P as the guide. So remember, like with Nasdaq the other day, when Nasdaq hits the band and S&P was far away, Nasdaq overshot, so S&P hit it. So your guide is probably going to be like more like here. And this is about 30 points away, which is this about 120 points. Puts you overshoot about 860, like basically under here. So they're both kind of equal distant, I would say, ish. So 860, 6812. Who wears short shorts? Oh yeah, baby. Check it out. Hold on. I got my shorts on. Hold on. Woo! Baby, it's 5-inch inseams. No longer than that. Well, unless I go to the beach or something. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. All that nice, clean, cozy, cold air on my legs. Thank you, man. I do my squats. Working out them quads there. It's 5-inch, baby. Is that a ghost? You hush your mouth. It's not summertime yet. I don't have a base coat. I'm getting there. They closed my pool down. I tried to go last Friday, the last day, then they're closing it for a month. Gotta put some darkness on these legs. I know. Hold on, let me check. I was looking for my water bottle. Let me see one more time if I left it. Did I ever have a dog? Yeah, we have a dog. Oh, you must be new to the stream. You'll meet Pickle one of these days. We have a dachshund who always makes appearance pretty much daily on the show. Towards bottom of the range liquidity, MHP and key lines up with Monday New York session. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Watching this kind of unfold out here in the last. Can we not get bigger? There we go. This was actually giving me a little bit of hope on the market today. Seeing like, okay, we're finally sort of like baselining there. Oops, let me put on clean that chart up a little bit. Like, let me zoom out. 24 hour, okay, cool. It was giving me vibes like this, which is probably what could happen. Like crawling higher, like waves of higher. Now, again, we're kind of sitting right here. Actually, like right here. Kind of like where we are relative to like what we've seen before, kind of looks like this. And your brain would be like, oh, it looks like it's probably going to sell off. But we've seen like, you know, this is during like the tariff stuff, right? This little hesitation that my thought is that we were doing something like, you know, volatile, and that volatility declines and we move our way up until things escalate further. Similar to that sort of like we found some consolidation, like 3 giant wicks, and it's not really selling off, and we're consolidating somewhere in here. And I'm just like, oh, okay, so maybe, you know, until things get worse, we've absorbed all the impact and the market's not necessarily too bearish. But we are getting flip-flopping signals every day, every other day. It's kind of like bull one day, bear one day. Bull one day, bear one day. So I'm thinking where we are now is maybe it's like, and then if it escalates further, then we, like basically, we do a failed breakout to highs and drop lower. It would be probably the least likely thing for that just to kind of do that. Now, again, anything could happen. What's Wall Street's tolerance right now? We've been on the bull side of the market. Last Monday, we got signals of bullishness. I would go all the way back to Monday. It was here. And then the Monday prior, sorry, 2 Mondays ago, we had signals of bullishness. And then it broke out and then was bullish, right? And then Thursday, we had the NVIDIA thing, right? And then that was NVIDIA, right? Trying to remember. I think that was NVIDIA. And then the post NVIDIA selling, yada, yada, yada. And then we've had bullish signals since Tuesday. These are pretty good. Like once we broke into bull territory. So we've kind of like the market kind of feels like it's healing itself, but then it's right back down the low. So I'm a little confused myself, but what I like to look at, and when you see it sort of like consolidating lower right here, we're either going to open and just drop very quickly and then fight right there. And then who knows what's going to happen next, or it drops, holds, makes it up here, and then we just crawl higher. So my belief is the opening move is down. Where we land will probably be that lower DD band, and the question becomes, do I buy the dip there? And S&P sort of has a yellow line here, which can accelerate the move. The first opening move can be really solid and red from here. Like, just like a dip, about 30 points away. We'll see. 2 minutes, the market opens. 61, very rare. Yeah, like for the first time in a while, we wake up red, right? I took 2 MHP attempts, and then the market started chopping around it like it was doing it. It feels like December all over again. When I bought, stopped, took the reclaim, stopped again. I'm like, it hit it again, sold off, broke above, fell to it. Like, what kind of nonsense is this, right? This was obviously guaranteed to lose on both sides, no matter what you did. Had you shorted this for the fall, you got squeezed. Had you bought this for the dip, you got squeezed. Like, what the hell? We never see MHP do that, but whatever. This market was shit last night. And it wasn't that time big. This is 2 trades of 30K each. So I attempted it a second time, and then whatever. I was like, screw that. But the crazy thing is that like seeing this, I was like, whoa, the trade I wanted was from here to there. 60 point stop, 120 point run was a 2-to-1 trade. But it didn't happen. I'm so sad. Man, dude, my post was like blowing up yesterday about the guy at Starbucks. I have to tell that story later. The guy at Starbucks probably watches the stream. That's the funniest part. Somebody in chat was like, I bet you he follows you on Twitter. I'm like, oh, I was waiting to hear that. The market is more bipolar than your ex. All right, let's see what we get here. Opening resiliences are negative-ish. Let's see for some opening short action, maybe. Get ready, prepped here for some of my Half gap with negative res, positive res. Okay, okay, okay. So we are running up to MHP. All right, wait for the pockets to come through. Okay, negative res, S&P, positive ARBs, flip-flopping a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna probably hit this 82 level in turn. Let's see what the ratio comes out at. So this is bull long up, which isn't so bad here. Both sides, decent and bullish with liquidity pocket underneath. Okay, so perfect. All right, so today, the better setups, instead of waiting for chases or anything, we've got a pocket, we've got a bear zone, we got hedge pressure and DD. We've got, this is like support city down in here. Oh, good. That might have, this might have satisfied my suspicions. We are opening bullish. Do I want to grab the dip here? Okay, good. Nice and bullish. Now let's see what the ratio is at 54. Okay, that's good too. Man, kind of a bull open. That's nice. I'm going to wait and play through the range. Arbitrage is flat, so we're not getting any leading indication there. Positive resilience, which is good, is a gap fill play into an IP, which is here to here, which goes all the way to there. Oh my goodness. All right, give me a dip. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. All right, half gap boys. All right. MHP NASDAQ is the first resistance though. So before I chase into this, this is gonna hit this and try to fight. We'll see what happens here. Is it forming a red line? Let's pop up. Up is the move. Okay, so bears, this is the short setup for bears. If you're a bear, that's the resistance you're looking for. It's the only resistance you're looking for right here in NASDAQ. So bears in the house, that's it. Bulls in the house, you get support underneath you. So we've got a big solid range inside of here. S&P has pushed down here, has pushed up from here, which paints this as being the middle. So I'm going to avoid the middle. NASDAQ has resistance here. Ratios healed up enough to where we're actually bullish on the longer haul. We're above MHP. Let's look at monthly maps. I think we should be okay because we were okay yesterday. Bullish, man. I would, you tell me, put a gun to my head, not bearish today. As when it's flip-flopping at the open, yeah, we're gonna watch that one. Ooh, S&P is 68.70. Okay. Okay, we aren't out of the clear here. Monthly maps. NASDAQ is also not in the clear on monthly maps. Oh, wow. Okay, so monthly maps still are kind of weird and bearish. So we have strong resistances on monthly scale. So NASDAQ is here. Where did I draw that line at? Where the heck did it go? Oh, 172. Okay. S&P is... right here at the open. Okay. My, like, 1, 2, third times the charm here. So liquidity pocket with positive resilience is still good for upside moves from here. That is so incredible how much volatility we have. I'm probably gonna avoid this today. Took previous sessions low, then rocketed it up. Yep. My heart is like, jump in, Matt. Get it, get it, get it. But so when this white line is above 0, the gap fill is what it's looking to do. MHP reclaimed a gap fill. That's basically it. Cool. What a nightmare. What a like nightmarish volatility. Let me double check where the VIX will be when that happens. Are we above 21 still. Yep. VVIX is still 110, so be careful of any news coming through. It's going to be extra sensitive to news today. We have this week. Nothing big today. We have factory orders coming through in 24 minutes. I mean, anything can trigger the market, I guess, this time. But non-farms tomorrow is going to be the big one. Unemployment rate. All the payroll stuff is coming out. So that's big. And I know we have AVGO's earnings should be coming up pretty soon. Oh, that was yesterday. Never mind. I guess I did miss it. That was yesterday. Forget what I said. I knew that's why I was looking for it. I was like, I thought it was today. It was yesterday. All right, that was. Well, I missed it by a day. Okay. Oh, I normally don't miss this. I know I was waiting for it. All righty. Well, earnings season's officially over. Technically speaking. No signs of reversal yet. Everything's pretty solid. Half gap bounce to fill gap on S&P is probably the next move up. As long as we have our bullish number here. Okay, let me circle that better. This guy right here is a support from here to fill the gap. And this is an illiquidity pocket, which means it can move all the way to there. Is a second run up. I wouldn't, if I were like opportunistic bear, I would have tried to short off of this. But it could overshoot before it comes down. Losing MHP is a recipe for the sell-off here, and I don't think it's going to happen. I wouldn't personally try to be bag holding through this upward candle here, but we could still be in that weird volatility. A little non-straightforward market. Sometimes you can be smarter just to not do much. Yeah, they already swept the Asia London lows. Got it out this morning. Now comes the real question. Are we continuing to press lower? Like in the next hour, we just plunge. Are we going to break out and go higher from here? It's looking like it wants to break out and go higher. I'm gonna err to the side of waiting on this and wait and see. Liquidity pocket on Nasdaq is likely to be a support. Be careful for a big old green candle that comes out of nowhere. This is the support. If there is a move up, it does continue with support from here. Positive resilience. All three resiliences are positive. Ratio is positive. We do have greater bear market resistance on this gray line here. Greater bear market resistance on this gray line here. So the longer haul market is bearish from here. So that's why I'm not chasing longs into it as well. See how I got it wrong? I'm like, maybe we would support there, but we overshot. It's good to recognize when the market's going to be breaking structure. It shouldn't be breaking structure, but it's doing it. Could be overshooting, could be selling off. Gonna be smart to sit this one out, probably, at least for now. Do I want to be bullish from here? I wanted to be bullish still, but it's a little crazy looking. 30-point drop in a single go there. So the market's really kind of asking that question. Now, could I take a long off of half gap? Now looking like this. Going for London high. So I took 2 trades last night at MHP on Nasdaq. I traded, stopped, took the reclaim, stopped, and then I was just committed to like, screw this market. I still think it has that potential to be very volatile due to the war. I hit it hard too, like 35 not super hard, but overnight that's pretty hard. See what I mean? Bull structure is breaking. Bull structure breaking. So if you're a bear, that was your short to short from. If you're a bull, that was your long continuation. But Maddie's gonna sit on the sidelines on this one. Sometimes being smart is the way to go. Right? It obviously would have been tricking me. Had I chased along here, I'd be upside down again. It probably can still go. It's just a little weird looking. Arbitrage just dropped negative. Again, if you still want to ask my opinion, I still think up is probably the way it's gonna go. It's just not gonna be clean. Weird today going to the gym, dude. I'm telling you, weird. It's weird looking, right? It's a little too volatile. Certainly not clean like we'd like it to be. This was a weak pivot to bounce off of, and resilience has just went way mad negative here. So actually, this is a pretty possible short setup. Maybe I could smack it with some top accounts if we fill the gap. With negative resilience on NASDAQ. Negative arbitrage. So it's now actually flip-flopping again. Let's see what stock is. All right. It is AVGO up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay. That is, I guess, probably one of the bigger factors today. Boy, it's changing its dynamic already again. So if the S&P resilience goes negative, so watch AVGO. That's it today. That's really the big deciding factor, and that's where all that flip-flop is coming from. So we have a bull open on AVGO, which is good. 320 is bigger support, so that's why I'm thinking, and this flip-flopping here is causing resilience to sort of like move around. See, when AVGO dropped, caused a little bit of that. So 320 support, which means that this probably can support in here if this support's in there. Let's see where some of the other big tech is today. Nvidia. Yeah, Nvidia is a bull setup with hedge pressure, so there's support there on Nvidia at that exact spot. Amazon ripping out the door off of MHP, which is good. Monthly hedge pressure. We have Apple right at weekly hedge pressure, which is good. So we have basically bull support where all the stocks are, at least on the NASDAQ side, the big seven. S&P is actually stronger than the NASDAQ today as well. And then resilience is flip-flopping, and yeah, this is a weird day where everything's off. Yeah. Look at that. Everything is off today. VIX not moving, nah. Every bone in my body is happy that I'm not trading this right now. This chase along gets stopped. Trying to take a short, kind of flip-flopping. Good. This is a weird open. If you guys are new to the rocket scooter community, this is considered a weird open. It's unusual. It's not behaving. We're getting flip-flops from bull signal, bear signal, bull signal, bear signal. Market's really at a standstill. Usually when you're getting flip-flops, it's losing the bull side, and the market's like bull structure just dies and you lose it. So with that being said, I'm going to hold off taking the long here, and I'm going to wait. If from how it flushes in the next hour to there, I'm going to let it overshoot, and I'm going to actually engage in my stronger pivots there. Engage in my stronger pivots there, or a pass through back to mid. So that will give me 30 points a run, about 100 on S&P. It'll give me probably about 130, 140 points in run on NASDAQ. I don't want to take the short like I'm betting that the market will collapse, but I want to hold off just in case it does. These signals are bullish. These signals are bullish. That signal's bullish. This liquidity map is bullish. All the major tech stocks are sitting at support. This opening volatility is likely to try to support there as well. Do I want to maybe bet on second run up on S&P? from here. VIX is going up. This is all that is the volatility. I can take this, but the drawdown I'll take is another 20 points if I'm wrong. Okay. Let me start it off small with 10. So if I hold upside down to 68.21, which probably can happen, I'm down another 10G. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bet on the gap fill a second time that this just was volatility with all the stocks that support. We could run from here that this is like a fake failed breakout. So a breakout that failed that's just spanning the range of the sesh, and that we actually do sort of get back up to fill the gap in the IP and keep going. Let me engage in that. It does look pretty decent. And like I said, this is still lows of our session. It hasn't found lower lows. The smarter thing to do is to really trade where it matters from here back to there. So I can engage just in case things settle out and we bounce on all those tech supports that we had. And then if we do get a nice little run up on NASDAQ here on that MHP break. So I'm gonna take it. Convincing myself that after this dip, resilience is still positive enough. We have a sizable open that this can continue that play I wanted to get. Right. I'm in. No, I'm long in it. I'm long in it. And this giant red fuck you candle can come out of nowhere. But who knows? Talked myself into it. Talked myself into it. I ain't even playing in heavy. 10 S&P contract is like pretty damn small. I'm scared. Hold me. Hold me, mama. I'm scared. Yeah, no, fake failed breakout. So failed breakout, that's fake. Fill the gap. Let's go. 4K on the board. Run each. Hit the half gap and go. No delay. No delay. No delay. Come on, just gap fill. The fact that we pivoted right before that and started selling is just a product of the volatility. The index is bouncing all over the place, but the stocks pretty solid. The events feed, we're gonna look for MHP breaks. MHP cross up on Meta, that's good. MHP cross up Tesla, that's good. Google cross up MHP, that's good. All in the last 2 minutes. So we got, man, oh, that events feed is so good, isn't it? Over here to the side, I'm also watching these. Oh, you can't see them on my chart. Hold on. These guys are here. I can't even see that. Over here, watching those lights flag green on those MHP cross-ups, this is giving me that sign as well. That's why I like that we added this to the platform. Just watching those individual stocks. So these are the bounces on some of the big dogs. Meta, Tesla, MHP break, Meta, MHP break. Let's rock it. Cool. And the smart thing to do is take profit here. And the more advantageous thing to do is to hold through it. Do I just hold through it? Res is pulling back a little bit. Who's breaking half cap to the downside? Nvidia. Now Nvidia's turning out and selling. What a dude, what a flip-floppy market, right? Okay, let's maybe Nvidia maybe will hold. We'll see. Let's hang on to it. This is tough, guys. It's a tough read. That was a good entry, but there's no continuation. There's no follow through with that. Hang in there, market. Hang in there. digging myself out of a hole this morning. I gotta take my car into the dealership today. So my brand new car, I guess this happens sometimes. The electricity, like 1 out of 20 times I start the car, the LED panels don't light up, so it's completely dark. And then maybe like 1 out of 40 times I start the car, the subwoofer doesn't register, is plugged in. Like it's kind of an electrical thing they're gonna check on. So I'm dropping the asset off at the dealership. Damn car is 2 months, 3 months old. Sometimes they just got, and the guy was like, oh, you probably need a software update. Yeah. Oh, hey, babe. What's up? This right here. Oh my God. Oh my God. What? I got 2? Hey. Thanks, babe. Why do I get 2?
Because it fills you up. I feel like it's not enough. And I made it super full of.
Ah. Yeah, boy. Look at that. Look at that. Woo! Oh my God. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why we're the best stream with the best breakfast. You're taking my car in, you said?
Want me to?
You know what to tell them?
No.
The subwoofer, and then that the electricity and the key. So the key that's on top of the box is the one that's questionably glitchy or dead battery or something. Take that one. The good key is not on top of the box. The bad key's on top of the box. Take both keys with you.
Okay.
Start the car at the good key and keep the bad key in your pocket and tell them this. Okay. One of the keys is bad. What do you think? Thanks so much, babe. Sometimes I'm driving down the road and it's like key not detected. Like in the middle of me driving and it's like ding, 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 key not detected. And I drive all the way home for like 30 minutes with it dinging at me. Chia Gourmet Chef. Yes, sir. They see the Asin pick you dropped an off topic. Now let me check it real quick. Oh yeah. I don't like that it's not picking up momentum from here though. I wish it was. Definitely wish it was. I'm not unhappy making 5 Gs against the loss. All signs are still good for continuation. Resiliences aren't getting worse. We're getting some cross-ups. Tesla, Meta, Microsoft, all looking great. Keep your events feed. Watching Nvidia is flip-flopping at half gap. So if Nvidia takes a run, we'll fill the gap, which is good. Maybe we go for the day. I can work out of this loss a little bit. I got so close to 600K last night. I was like at 599. Literally. I was up a little bit on the trade. I think it was like 599, maybe when I last peeked at it. It might have even gone slightly higher than 6. Oh, the Valkyrie, dude, I saw that. I saw that post, which I think is so funny because it's just like, people are always like, would you ever get a Valkyrie? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm like, I don't know, because as cool as it looks like so hard to get into and get out of things. A death trap. Look at this. As cool as that card looks, I don't think I'd ever get one. Even if I had like a desire to get one, I think the way that you have to climb into it, I would 100% like hate driving it. Imagine trying to get out of that thing. You're climbing into it. The guy taking his shoes off and everything. That is funny. Come on, can we get the follow through? I took 6K against the loss on this. There is no evidence it's going to sell off. I think I already scalped this like 2 or 3 times. So yeah, fill the gap on the NASDAQ. Just picking up some steam. Come on, just give me that green, baby. We have broken back and reclaim MHP. This is the long I took yesterday, by the way. It is also sitting there nice and tidy. It's usually rare that you break through liquidity pockets and keep going fast. This upper area is the bigger bear resistance, and I think I'm going to take profit because we are there. I'm probably leaving some on the table, but this is the bigger bear resistance, and I'm pretty terrified of this fucking market. So there is going to be a resistance there. Maybe I'm going to utilize that thought to allow this market to become more volatile. I'm not seeing VIX completely come out, although all signs right now are bullish, so I'm just kind of being extra paranoid because last night showed me that the structure is not as clean as I wanted it to be. I'm going to be extra paranoid and lock that in. Lock this in 2 of my props as well. I did take the same trade in 2 places as well outside of here, which was just small. I'm probably leaving a lot on the table here, but when in doubt, just sit out. All right. So these are my, let me just full screenshot this. These are fully flat here. This, I'm making small monies today. I took the same trade in one of my fund index and one of my TPTs. And here, again, I can hold the whole way up, but I'm getting a little shaky on this at this upper area here. That's it. This is just a flip account, so I'm just flipping it to pass. I had 2 evals that I had passed, so I'm just flipping. Oh, I need to flip the other one. Kind of stupid of me. Oops, let me flip the other one. And I flipped the other one there. I lost 2 of my funded accounts like a week or so ago. I'm just flipping them for the 5 days. I know I'm probably leaving some on the table being a wuss, but not shorting this, but I will buy the dip if it dips one more time. There's that resistance target there on the bigger bear resistance. Man, that's the play I wanted. I know I closed early, but well, that's good. There's a resistance. This is the greater bear market resistance there. Man, this is, again, today is a thing of a product of volatility. The play from supporting here to trade up is that play that I was taking last night. Got chopped twice. Grabbed the dip. Traded to there. Closed out. I left 10 points on the table. Maybe some more. I don't know. I just get like, sometimes when I get real timid, I just never, I don't want to stay involved in the market. I get a little shy. Yeah, Microsoft and Amazon just went vertical. You can see over here. Nvidia as well. They all took off. Nvidia up, Microsoft up, Meta good, Tesla good. Google still at support. Yeah, and there's no bear plays anything other than maybe Google. Everything else is like really solid today. I'm gonna tell you guys. Look at that. Good deal. Well, it sucks that I took a loss being right, even though I'm right on the trade. Sometimes the market being like that. My exit was good. I think my exit was slightly early. I could have waited for the full run on NASDAQ. It kind of looks small because I'm zoomed in. In reality, I exited at the upper pocket, which is the smart thing to do. I was like, yeah, we've got that resistance there. So this is the bigger sort of resistance play. Yellow line is where we could hit that selling pressure from like last night. So now that we've solidified a stronger bullish setup, there's the second run from here to here. Do I want to take that dip? I'm telling you, on days like this, I feel like anything I do is over trading. I'm happy to make something. Use our levels in GC and CL 100%, Nathan. Yeah, our stuff is like universal across the board. Yeah, so my post went like crazy viral last night. I'm sitting at Starbucks. I went to Starbucks to just catch up. I got a hold of Slacks. I was talking to my funded futures people. I had like a bunch of phone calls I had to make. And I'm sitting there. There's a guy with a Bluetooth. I'm talking Bluetooth, right? And you know how when you're in a coffee shop, you go to a coffee shop because of your like insecurity or your ego, and you like want people to know that you do what you do. You ever see people like that? Like at a coffee shop, somebody's typing like really loud so that you go, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm just writing a book." Writing a book. That's what I'm doing. "Oh, I didn't know I was bothering you. Did you know, I thought I was writing. Oh, I'm sorry. I was..." You know what I'm talking about? People like that. Somebody's like in the corner painting a picture. They're like, "Oh, oh," and you're like, "What you doing?" "Oh, painting a picture." Right? This guy wanted the entire fucking world to know he's a trader. And not only that, a trading coach. Not only that, the best trader in the world, bro. I literally was cracking up the whole time. I was sitting there on that side, and my computer, you could see, because I was looking at my charts, I kind of turned my computer away so this person wouldn't know I was a trader. One thing in public I never do is tell people I'm a trader. Ever. I never, ever have that dialogue. Let me tell you why I don't do that. When I go to weddings and people are like, "Oh, you know, I got this friend, he's a trader." And like we stand in a circle, guys all got a beer in their hand. They're like, "Oh, bro, you're a trader? Me too." "Oh yeah, me too. Check it out. I got Coinbase account. Bro, I got Robinhood. Check this out." Everyone's a trader, right? It's kind of like when you're like, "Yeah, I'm a doctor. I'm a surgeon." "Oh yeah, me too. I put on a Band-Aid one time, bro." "Oh yeah, dude, I pulled out an ingrown hair this one time with the needle, bro. I'm like a surgeon too." It's like when you say trader, everybody's a fucking trader, right? And then they just want to talk to you about it. Like you're their equal, and they're like, "Bro, dude, I bought this thing. I know it's going up. Tell me what you think." And they always want to know. And then it's like 30 minutes of listening to dummies talk about trading, right? It never ends well. There's not like smart traders, but it's a bunch of people that think they're traders, and they're just casual at it. And so it completely diminishes your career, and you feel stupid by trying to explain how good you are at it, right? So I just say I work in finance because that sounds like the world's most boring thing ever. And nobody questions you further. When you say finance, people go, "Oh." Occasionally, if I'm trying to impress people, I'm like, "Oh, I'm the CEO of a tech company." And I go, "Oh, that's pretty cool." But in the average sense of the word, when I just want to learn from other people and listen to them, I'm like, "What do you do?" I work in finance." And they go, "Ugh, man, he works at a bank. Nobody wants to hear about that." You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, "I know what you're talking about." Bro, have you seen, check out my Coinbase, dude. I bought this meme coin one time. I'm totally a trader too. And you're just like, I kind of don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about it either. Or if you say, "Yeah, I day trade on YouTube," then people just go like, "Isn't day trading a scam?" Like, no, it never turns into a positive conversation where people go, "Oh, that's awesome, man. Crazy. That's so cool." There's just so you just say finance and get on with it. So the last thing I want people to do is know I'm a trader when I go in public. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I pull up to Starbucks in a fucking $310,000 car. I'm wearing, you know, like fancy clothes and shit, whatever. But what do you do? "Oh, I just work in finance. You know, I work at a bank." I don't say a bank. I say I work at finance. I try to leave it at that. Well, they say like, "What do you do?" And I go, "Oh, well, you know, it's more like financial technology, fintech." And and they go. And people are usually like, that's too complicated. I don't even know what that means, so I'm not going to ask further. And then usually stops the conversation there. But if I really want to get to know somebody, then obviously I'll tell them more. But anyways, so I'm like the person that doesn't want people to like, you know, when I'm at a coffee shop, I'm not like on the phone with Slacks going, bro, I bought NASDAQ at 25,100. Bro, it went up 15 ticks. 15 ticks. Ticks means I made money as a trader. Anybody listening? Not like that at all. So like I went there because I actually, in all honesty, I am hiding some truth from you. I went to Starbucks because I really wanted to go try the Big Arch McDonald's burger, and IDOC was like, why are you breaking your diet? Because it just came out. I was like, I've been seeing all the memes and it kind of looks like a tasty burger, and there's a McDonald's next to the Starbucks. So I kind of wanted to go out and just give me a burger while I did my phone meetings. And then I didn't get coffee yesterday. So I was like, let me go get myself a Starbucks. So I'm sitting there, Bluetooth, number one, Bluetooth, right? And again, that guy probably watches the stream, and if you do, I love you. We're just parodying the whole thing. But the guy was like coaching a trader, and I'm talking coaching. It reminds me of that video that popped up about TJR the other day, when TJR is talking to his student that he flew out or something. They're all like, bro, did you see this? And you're just looking at these people and you're like, we're cooked, you know? Anyways, the market was closed. It was like 10 minutes before market close. This guy was just talking and talking. He was passionate, talking about the trade. See, bro, see what I told you? Just wait. Look, oh, look what it's doing. And then the market had closed, and then minutes had gone by, and there he's still shouting plays at this guy. And I bet you the guy on the kind of reminded me of when Stephen K was yelling at Hugo. Bro, did you short it? Bro, come on, bro, did you see? He's talking about fractals, and I don't understand monthly fractals, whatever that means. On the monthly chart, 2 minutes after the stock market closed, and futures are still trading at the point. But at one point I was curious what this guy was trading. I was like, this gotta be a crypto bro or something. I know he was an older guy too. He wasn't like a fair value gap pusher. The guy didn't have like broccoli hair and Crocs on. So he was, you know, his boomer trading style. Fractals, that sound like something you picked out of a textbook 50 years ago, which sounded great. So I moseyed on over to get my coffee to like peek over the guy's shoulder to see what he was trading. And sure enough, it was a NASDAQ chart because it was bouncing around at upper DD band at the end of the day. Y'all remember that? And so I was like, homeboy's trading NASDAQ. And I'm like, all right, on the monthly fractal was the signal. And I'm just listening. I'm just like eavesdropping. I wasn't going to be like, hey, bro, guess what? I'm a trader too. I'm just like, you know, getting my coffee, taking some napkins out and just kind of like, what's he looking at over there? But the guy on the other end of the phone, I tell you, you can just tell. He was like, see, bro. No, see, bro, come on, bro. I told you, bro, this. Bro, come on, bro. Look at this. We made all these money. Bro, look how much. Did you bank? Did you bank, bro? Did you bank? I'm just like, did you bank, bro? Calling out his plays on the Bluetooth, man. Was it neon disguise? No. But anyways, invite him to community. I don't do that in public. I'm kind of, I've had people walk up to me a lot, believe it or not, and say, hey, I watch your YouTube show sometimes. It's more than I thought it would ever happen. And the first time it happened, I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago. It was the weirdest situation. I was like, you watch my show? That's crazy. So we're such like a niche little thing. Now that it's bigger, I run into people all the time. Oh, dude, I've seen your YouTube. That's cool. And it happens more often than you think. And there's a lot of, everyone's kind of into trading and props now. So there's millions and millions of people, and I live in Houston. So, but like, I don't just walk into you like, hey, by the way, do you know who I am on YouTube? You should follow me on my channel. I've always been shy. Sir Darb was talking about on his show last night. He was talking about it. He's like, if you meet Matt in person, Stream Matt is not real life Matt. He's like, I can test it. I've been to Matt's house and we hung out a bunch. It's like Stream Matt's actually pretty shy and introverted, believe it or not. I'm very much like, I don't want the world to know how much money I have or what I do. And I'm mostly just trying to blend in and be quiet. That's really it. And so I'm not like, hey, bro, I'm a trader too. Bro, you should follow me YouTube. We got accidentally famous for, I guess, just me being good at trading. It wasn't like me walking out and networking as much as I needed to. So the real me is very like, standoffish and quiet and shy. This is what I call, not on this stream. On this stream, when I get on stage and I put on my act, I could be a different person on YouTube, on the show itself. But in real life, I'm kind of like Brad met all of my friends. I'm probably like the least extroverted of all of them. They're all just wild and crazy and outgoing. I'm like the quiet guy in the background. Yeah, unless it's charades, bro, and then playing monikers, I'll go to town. Playing charades, I can crush it. You're Gamma Boy, bro. Let's go. You don't know who I think I am. I'm Gamma Boy, bro. That would be awesome if you said that. And somebody and when you say that, everybody in Starbucks just gets up and claps. They don't know what that means, but they're just like, you know it. Read my text. Oh, the one in the back, babe. The one in the back towards the wall is the broken key. The one in the front is the good key. Yeah. Do you know who I am, guys? But it was just like, bro, did you bank? Did you bank? Bro, did you bank? Let's go, bro. Let's go. And I'm just like sitting there and I pretended to text and I'm like, I gotta snap photo. Of course, I blocked out the person's face for privacy, but just so you know, the story was real. I wasn't making it up. I had two coffees sitting next to him. He was getting amped up, man. But like live trading in a Starbucks, and then whoever his student was, man, I don't know how much the guy paid for it. Guy left, jumped into a BMW convertible. It wasn't a bad looking car. It was probably like a 10-year-old car. It was I forgot, M4 or something like that. It's a pretty nice looking car. I say homeboy spent 100 G on it, probably. But he was doing exactly what you think a trading guru would do in the world. And I just wanted to be like, the kids these days. Do you know I'm the first YouTubing future streamer there ever was, bro? I don't do that stuff. I blend in. I'm just like observe and listen, but it was actually really funny. And I was also kind of like the Starbucks people wouldn't let me eat my McDonald's burger in Starbucks. They're very picky about that. I walked in holding a McDonald's bag, and this chick with the nose ring looked at me and she was like, I can help you. And I was like, I can tell. I'm like, I can't bring outside food in here, can I? She's like, no, you can't. Sorry. But we have patio seating. I'm like, no, I was like, I understand. I wanted a big arch, baby. Did you see the memes? That's what I wanted. I want to try the big arch. The CEO just took a tiny bite out of it. That's how big it is. Okay. I wanted to take the marketing. It got me with it. I'm good. I'm trying it out. Can I sit on the patio and eat my big arch? She's like, yeah, you can sit outside with that. All right. And behind me, bro, do you know the fractals? The fractals, bro. If you look at the chart, open up the chart, and I'm like, my McDonald's in my hand. I'm like, go outside. I ate pretty quick. I wanted to observe the situation. I ate as quick as I could to get back inside. I was like, man, I'm missing like premium content. Don't make me sit on the patio and eat. I'd love to eat inside. I'm missing out on the best content I can have for the month, man. Come on, don't make me eat on the patio. Oh, I gotta hear this. Market's about to close. I got a big old arch. All my work I did to clean my diet. But let me tell you, the big arch, it tastes exactly the same, man. There ain't nothing special about it. I got bought into the marketing hype. Poppy seeds on the bun, that's different. It's got a big arch sauce. I don't know. I took it off. That was me being healthy. It's got 2 patties and melted cheese, which is kind of like nice. And it was like a premium cheese. It wasn't just the slice. It was some kind of like white cheese, maybe like Monterey Jack or something. I don't know. It wasn't bad. I took the sauce off and onions and lettuce, but not just the diced onions that you get on the regular burger, but like onion slices, like straight up real onions. So I'd have to say, is it better than the Big Mac? I think it's better than the Big Mac. I enjoy it, but it didn't taste any different. It has that McDonald's flavor, right? It just has that McDonald's burger has a flavor to it. It's hard to describe. Like the bun is sweet. The burger has like a Just like a chemical aftertaste with it. It's hard to explain. It's just like a Big Mac, but slightly better. It's an improvement. It's not bad. It's like Taco Bell come out with a new item. Did you see? I forgot his name. Trevor, the comedian that did like the Taco Bell boardroom, and he's all saying, "Guys, I got a new item today. How about got beans, got meat, got tortilla?" And they're like, "Whoa, bro!" He's like, "Yeah, that's right. I got." How about we put tortilla outside the beans, bro? Whoa! Trevor Wallace. Yeah, y'all saw that one? Yeah. He's funny, dude. He's really funny. How about 6 layers? And they go, 10-layer burrito. Whoa! Let's go. Beans, cheese, meat. Beans, cheese, meat. Let's go. You eat it In-N-Out at least once a week. Look, we never had In-N-Out in Houston. Okay, so back to talking about the market, by the way. I've chosen to avoid the rest of this day because of the choppiness we've seen. The first trade I took was here to there, and then I closed out because my suspicion was like I should probably get out at the bear zone. A longer term bull market will support right here. This is the bear resistance, so we need to break through it and claim and hold. If you are a bull for like, I want to buy the dip for the month, if it dips from here, that's the play. If it dips any lower than here, I'm just scalping it up on the way down. So I guess my intuition was right because I did long here and close. I'm sorry, long here and close here. Even though I missed out on this, it looks like my intuition was good. See, but my intuition being good with the volatility obviously showing me something otherwise, right?
Wait, no, breakfast real quick.
Track volatility spikes. I'm gonna say that the volatility being all over the place is reason to not take a strong play on this. I'm glad I took the trade and got out of the way though. Looks like that's a good decision. Can I move my NQ chart so you can see levels? You can also get Rocket Scooter yourself if you need to get the levels. Do I for McDonald's? I don't eat McDonald's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, iDoc eats McDonald's a lot. I'm throwing you under the bus. But it's ice cream though. Not McDonald's like we'll go there occasionally for some chicken nuggies. But dude, she'll always be like, I want a McDonald's ice cream cone. So we'll drive all the way over there to get the little single scoop cone for her. That's like her cheat. She's such a healthy eater, but that's like her cheat meal. The Big Arch though, it was better than the Big Mac. It seemed like a more quality burger, but it still had McDonald's. It had McDonald's flavor on their burgers. You know, like when you eat at Burger King, you can just close your eyes and tell the patties from Burger King. It has that flame broiled, like Burger King burger, I think is one of the best fast food burgers there is. It's a good flavor. That smoky flavor it has. McDonald's just has like a sweet chemical aftertaste. I can't explain it. It's all of it. All of it tastes, has like a sugary flavor to it. I don't know what it is. Like the burger itself has this, it kind of has just this like, I don't know, I think it's the buns maybe. You know what I mean? When you eat something, you know, it's like, there's like a sweet chemical flavor. Anyways, Big Arch wasn't bad. I'll say it's an improvement over the Big Mac. For sure. Is it worth going out of your way to try? Yeah, if you're a McDonald's fan, it's good. You know, it'll be probably your new favorite thing. But I was like, I want to just try it because I didn't get lunch. I was kind of starving. I had a long chat with my friend and Futures, had a long chat with Slacks. We're just kind of catching up on work. It's so great to have the afternoons off because I can catch up on work, which is perfect. There's like a chemical aftertaste. You know what I'm saying, right? It's hard to describe what it is. It's like a, you know how like when you eat Splenda, Splenda has this like chemical aftertaste, right? It's like sweet, but you kind of have this, something's in here. Preservative or something they put in, I don't know. Why not trade long here? I could. I very much could. This market has been very confusing. And here is a place to take a long from if you're bullish. For whatever reason, because it's ranging with volatility, I'd rather be safe than sorry and not overtrade this, and instead buy off of a dip or something that's a lower low to trade off of. So an example is if we do find lower lows today, I would be very willing to, if we use yellow and it crashes out, to maybe scalp off of this overshoot reclaim. I took this trade successfully once. I don't know if I want to take it again. As we're approaching today's open, resilience is in a much worse state than before. Here, resilience is at 22. Here, it's at 5. There are fewer stocks trading through the gap than before. With the lower, see up my mouse is here, 22, 5. When it's a lower low, it's a less likely candidate. Yeah, MHP is just like a non-responder today. Last night was the same way. That's why I'm kind of taking it easy today. So we have, like in Texas, we finally got an In-N-Out in Houston. We don't have a lot of them here. Texas is like Whataburger country, so In-N-Out finally started pushing its way in. There was a huge line. Like I went to Sugarland, I think is where it was. A huge line of cars. I was in line for like 30 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. I know you guys might like In-N-Out or whatever. Burgers were great. What? Nothing like special about it, but there's nothing special about Whataburger burgers either. They're just good. So I was like, it's a good burger. I guess like burgers just don't stand out. There's just good and bad. You can tell the difference, and the good ones are just all good. This is a good burger. Nothing stood out from any other good burger I've had, but it was a good burger. It wasn't a bad one. It was one of the better ones I had of the fast foods, but the fries were like awful, and I don't even know why. If it's just me, but maybe I got cold fries and they were mushy. They were mush, they weren't crunchy. Is it In-N-Out? It's only, and I never went back because the fries are a big part of it. Yeah, it was in Katy. That's right. It wasn't Sugarland. It was in Katy. You're right. I never went back because I don't drive through Katy that much. But are the fries normally like mushy? Like they're not like crispy and crunchy. It's real potatoes, that's why. But it seems like they fry them like higher temp and a shorter fry will get more of a crisp. They're not fried twice like any other ones like McDonald's or something. They just kind of felt like mushy potato sticks. And so I was eating, I was like, and they were cold. So that made it worse because I got the like end of the batch or whatever. But you know, when you want to fry, you want it to be like hot and get it well done. Can I ask for like crispy fries? Animal style? All right. I was like, did I just get like a bad batch or is that what it is? They're mushy? Okay, I thought it was just me. Like they were, yeah, they kind of like were like almost like fried for too long at too low of a temp. So they were like oily and mushy. You could ask for, apparently everybody says ask for fries well done. So there's like an In-N-Out hack. Okay, I didn't know that. See? Okay, so we fall into bottom liquidity pocket. Bull zone support can happen, but with a yellow line break, there could be additional volatility. Man, I feel so good today. Even though I'm down, I feel really happy because I'm not down that much. Yellow line is a margin buffer limit pivot. So what happens here is that this is a longer term resistance pivot. A lot of the times when you break this pivot, it's a bigger sell-off pressure. The 68.36 level has been a pivot for a very long time in this range we've been trading in for months, and see it was supporting there and breaking off it. These are longer term imbalances on the greater market. You see NASDAQ today, 206, resistance, resistance. Crazy how that works out, right? Let's see what this looks like on the chart. $68.21 support on the S&P. So the last sort of play as a bull is to, if we're below here and reclaim this, I'd be willing to take the long from here to here. I don't think I'm gonna attack it at the tap, but we'll see. Maybe with NASDAQ just falling straight down like that, maybe there's a play on NASDAQ. Yeah, as long as you use the code for Rocket Scooter whenever, if you use Rocket Scooter code at any of the platforms or prop firms out there, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter which data feed. This market is trash. Yeah, dude, fuck this market, right? How to get the fries extra well done. I'll remember that next time. Google's secret options menu is a whole system that the casual diner doesn't know about in and out. I have to give it one more shot sometime when we drive through Katy. Okay. Animal style is a mustard cooked patty, extra spread, grilled onions. Protein style is a lettuce wrap. Flying Dutchman is meat and cheese only. Well done fries and chopped chilies. 3x3 or 4x4. Grilled cheese is 2 slices of cheese on a bun. Extra crispy fries. Excellent, excellent. I didn't know the extra crispy fries thing. Monkey style is putting fries inside of the burger. Oh, that's a popular internet rumor. It's generally not recognized by staff. Okay. Well, look at that. Look at that, chat. What is chopped chilies in the burger? What the heck is chopped chilies? Chili peppers. Chili like chili. Four by four animal style. You're talking 4 patties on a burger? You guys are nuts. Yellow peppers. Oh, are they like pepperoncini or like yellow banana peppers? 60-minute charts absolutely deleting the previous bar. Somebody said, yep. We've completely engulfed last hour's candle completely on the S&P. Banana peppers, dude. I like banana peppers. Chopped chilies. I can go with
Not do
Why?
because it goes from you expect onion extra dry powder.
Yeah.
There's no substance.
It's just like just
It's like hard on the outside of powder. It's weird because I've gone through this rabbit hole that you're going through. I go to I wonder, like, why is it so good?
yeah.
You know, and then I try it the first time, not good, and then I try off the menu alterations, and they're still not good.
They still don't get it right.
Yeah, it's not that they don't get it right. It's like I like it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
The one time I went there, and then it was like never again. So the extra crispy is gonna turn it into dry powdery.
I love my fries, but
Yeah.
I can't do it without fries. No form.
Chat thought you were gonna come here and beat me up for eating McDonald's.
What?
For eating McDonald's and then spilling the beans. You have a vice, which is McDonald's also.
McDonald's fries.
But no, you go. But why do we go to McDonald's?
Usually because.
No, but that's not what they wanted to hear.
Oh, I thought you mean you asked me a question.
No, I mean, but what do we go to McDonald's for usually?
Oh, like the item that I ordered.
Yes.
Soft serve ice cream.
Yeah.
And chicken nugget.
Yeah. See. you had to tell them the TMI version of like why.
I don't think they heard me because you have like a noise gate on your mic. See, no one's responding to that, so good.
That's funny. Do we long MHP? Somebody said. So here I'm gonna say is that I'm gonna take the lower band. Possibly. We're gonna wait and see. Let me double check this. What a candle though. I'm gonna tell you guys with a candle like this, I wouldn't. That was so much fun. Did you see my text?
I want to go to Molly.
Okay.
I asked Chad if Chad.
How'd it go with the car?
Oh, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I kind of want to go, but
You just realized that I'll be dropping off the car and I'll be walking back.
yeah, sucks. Get your exercise in. You have to walk a whole half a block. All right, chat. This is the place. This is the place to long from. Thanks, babe. Opry test. I'm gonna short it. I don't want to get on this early. And it's the middle of the hour too. Like, it'd be so crazy for this to wick up. Do I? This is the one. Resilience is still positive on NASDAQ. Talk yourself out of it, right? Do I? Remember yesterday? Choom, 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 choom. How are things going on the Rand front? Are we de-escalating? Are things the same? Let me read the news real quick. Still missiles firing back and forth, so it ain't stopping. Same old, same old. Okay. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bam, bam. Let me see where the VIX landed right here. Very important to see that we didn't break higher highs on VIX. We did, and that's a little alarming. No, we're still okay. We didn't break weekly highs on VIX yet. What do I have to lose if I take a long at the pocket with positive BD? Problem is on yellow line break it can be pretty violent. This is the one hesitation I have here, but this is an EST long. I would like to be more cautious and grab and overshoot. Now gas inventories are down and lower than estimates. Inventories are down. I wonder what cause that. Oil is dragging us down. What's going on with oil? Gold's down a little bit. Oil of almost up at 80 bucks today. Oil always responds like this in periods of hostility in the Middle East. Earlier in the 2010s, up until, sorry, in early 2000s, Afghanistan, Iraq oil went up to 100 something bucks, sold off in the recession, and then went up to like 130, 140 bucks after that. Bitcoin and gold are both trading down today. Same old, that liquidity crisis effect. When gold sells off really hard and Bitcoin sells off really hard, the index just gets yanked lower. You're seeing that people are just liquidating left and right in this volatile period. This is the long setup. I'm just too much of a wuss to take it. There is a scalp. The reasoning, because losing yellow line can create additional volatility. So I'm willing to be a little more cautious here. This is the same trade on NASDAQ, the same reclaim as earlier. In this condition, earlier here, we had a probably 30 resilience and went up to there. On the second go, we have about a 7, so it's less likely to break through half gap. This is very less likely to break through there. This is less likely to break through there. The lowering resilience. This is going to reject off of the open. So if I were to long this, it literally is just 20 points max, and I would stop. So that's the play. Not for reversal, but for retrace. Cuba might be next. What's going on with Cuba? What the heck's going on there? On that news, you took your 70 points. Smart. Okay. Let's see if I can find something else good here. Maybe we can try tackling it in some of my props. Definitely feels like it's slowing down. Let's double check. See, all the stocks that have broken up have now broken down, with the exception of maybe Microsoft. We're losing Google. Microsoft. Unusual volatility here. Just a big sweep through. As clean as our bull bounces usually are, look how clean this was. I'm kind of a little fearful because of last night. Remember, I've learned that when I learned that structure breaks in Asia and structure breaks when it's usually pretty solid, I get a little hesitant to do anything big in our sesh. I learned early on in December was the times that I was failing those reclaims that I turned a 50K loss into a 120K drawdown. I don't want to deal with that today. My reasoning is that because structure is so loosely so easily broken and the market's trading so loose right now, I don't want to, because like, remember I was right buying the dip here, right? Sorry, I was right buying the dip here. However, the volatility proved me wrong. So even though I was right, I still took a loss on the trade. So because of that, it's a little hard to justify today as a strong trading day. Structure break in Asia. Well, I mean, when I say Asia market's falling apart, that's when I say structure break. Like, our stuff is usually balanced at that time. And with the Asian market falling apart, it's usually like, okay, that's probably a big thing we don't want to deal with. Hmm. I think short setup from here, maybe. Resilience is flip-flopping. It's one of those days that, like, when I get burned in Asia because the market just overshoots because of volatility, it's kind of like I'm hesitant to play. I wanted to see if it was going to overshoot and then reclaim. That was a really solid, strong move within the hour, and there's still like half an hour left. And Europe's still open, right? So S&P looks, I agree, Ali. S&P looks a lot cleaner. Also on yellow line break is another key fear factor that I have. Usually when you lose it, it can start the process of a catalyst. So the idea that we're losing it and volume started picking up right here, that's also part of it, right? Nasdaq started responding pretty heavily to that too. It just isn't a clean setup day. Nothing looks clean. The little gap fill scalp that I took, which was good, that was a good setup, but here the conditions aren't the same. Conditions are worse than they were earlier for the long side setup. I'm more willing to short off of the MHP, retest back down to here, which I should probably do in some of my props. I'll do it in my props. And maybe... no, not gonna short it. I keep trying to like do something and I immediately, it's there, my subconscious is telling me, just Matt, stay away. Right? You know what I mean? I'm on such a good streak. I've been such a good hot streak. The last thing I want to do is take some bigger drawdown. Like I'm at 533 in the account, it's 56 on the hole. Not that big of a deal. I've been way up in the last run of this. Y'all saw the stats? Pretty good stats, right? I'm gonna be smart rather than risky. I'll get a better play tomorrow. Scared money make no money. Ah, that's true, right? But also scared money don't trade well either. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I mean, for me, like, you'll learn this from me too. If I take a loss, it doesn't bother me at all. I know I'll get it back. I'll know it'll be at $1 million by the end of the month. There's no way I don't think I would have anything that keeps you from getting there, except for just another string of bad luck. So for me, it's like when you take a loss, a lot of people are like, man, I got to make it back, dude. I want to make it green for the day. I'm so confident in what I do. I never have that urge to want to continue. I don't have the urge to, like, I need to trade, man. I'm uncomfortable being upside down. I could sit here through staring at it every minute. I don't feel a certain way. I could sit here through any kind of heckling or people go, wow, you suck. And nothing will ever faze me. When I feel off, especially when I feel off my read of the market, or my gut intuition is like, don't chase the long here. I usually look back and say, man, I'm glad I trusted my gut. There's a lot of movement here and a lot of maybe like scalpers would play big swings like this. I think that just the fact that the structure is not holding multiple times, you can just tell the market does not have the power behind it. It probably still rally from here, but I shouldn't attack without strong conviction. Oh, speaking of ranking the Lucid accounts, let me see if my team put that up there. We do have the Lucid. I don't know if we have the new Lucids. We have Black, Flex, Pro, and Direct. I don't know if they've been updated recently. I'll have to check with my team. Which, by the way, do you guys want to see an update? How do you like this? All right, chat. What do you think? What do you think? Y'all like it? Few more tweaks. It's a minute from launching for alpha. Few more tweaks. So here you have all your preference sets you can put in. You can type in your own trading stats. You can search for account type, firm type, payout type, whatever. And then it gives you each of the scores. Now, this is not really Apex's scores. It's definitely not a 9. This is just hard-coded design. Apex does not rank that high, but I guess that's the one he chose to use for the score. Couple little small things. Number one is the score is going to be just one number. Let's be appropriate. This is Apex. Instead of like 9 out of 10, like all these 9 out of 10s, 9 out of 10s, 9 out of 10s or whatever, we're going to get rid of this. And I'm just going to make it like 9.2. And then you have like a little sort of, you know, graphic that just shows you the different rankings, what platforms you can trade it on, and everything. And then all the scores, right? So the scores are going to be the overall score, which is here, the difficulty score, which is here, return on investment score, DPP and PT. So these basically are going to be shopping parameters that help you shop. Review will let you choose, will let you see the overall score based on the reviews of people that reviewed this thing. Like, are there payout denials? Are there whatever. So you'll have your own subjective review score. Everything else is math based. This is price per drawdown, or sorry, drawdown per price. This is price per time in market. Each of these have different specific things that are useful. The overall score is your choice of which firm is just better in general. It's a value score. It's the return on investment you get for the money you spend against the difficulty for the time and market that you're in. And it uses the payouts and everything to give you the overall score. The overall score is your metric. Is this firm's account better or not? When you're fine tuning which accounts you want to get, drawdown per price. How big of an account do I want to get for the amount that I pay? I like to take bigger swings, so I need more drawdown for the dollar I spend. Okay, drawdown per price. I am a timid trader. I do well for a couple days and I fuck the whole thing up. That sucks. So I want to get as quick of a path to payout as possible for the dollar I spend. Price per time in market. I am a really good trader, so I want just the best return on my investment. I don't care how much time that it takes. Return on investment score. I'm still a new trader and I can't get funded for the life of me. I fail every single time. What do? I need something that's easy to pass. I don't care if it's a small payout. I just want to pass. I need that confidence boost. Difficulty. We've thought of everything in every kind of trader. And now you'll be able to do that here. You like it? Design is cool. You guys like it? All right. You'll be able to go through and sort by score, return on investment, all this stuff. So proprietary rank, we are the credit bureau of the prop industry. We will have the score for every firm. If the firm is getting worse, you will know it there. If the firm is changing rules for the better, you will know that there. No longer will guru marketing be your answer to make the choice for you. Stop listening to people that get paid to sell this shit. It's so crazy that Twitter now has a mandatory flag for any type of paid promotion. You must flag it before you post. By the way, everybody out there on social media, Twitter has made a brand new feature because it's becoming overwhelmingly crazy in the age of influencers. How people aren't disclosing that it's a paid promotion. When you type something, you now have to click the flag content disclosure and say that it's a paid promotion. You have to do that or that it's made with AI. They're getting pretty sick of all the fake AI shit. And they're going to start banning accounts who are out of compliance. So those of you that are like YouTubers and whatever, selling affiliate codes. All my friends in here that are also YouTubers and are red candles, you guys, make sure you flag your content going forward, or you can get shadow banned on Twitter. Yeah, an AI flag as well. So they're pretty like, because of the war that's going on, they pump that out because people are putting like AI content claiming that it's real. So they're working really hard to police this. And of course, with like the overwhelming amount of complaints of like FTC violations, non-disclosures of paid partnerships, you now must say this giveaway. I don't know about songs. I think it's more along the lines of if you're trying to pass off AI content as real content. I think music is okay. I wouldn't think that music would count. Brent Crank Cartone passed it. Dude, I saw that. He was getting called out for that too. I saw that. He posted something. They were like, somebody said, I can't believe even Grant Cardone falls for it or whatever. Prop site is not live yet, but it's about to be live. You guys like that? Somebody says, can I put a clown emoji somewhere at the lowest rated prop firms? Yeah, Apex is still denying payouts. I figured that would be the case. The Oracle for prop firms, somebody said, we'll include max payout before live. So we're gonna come up with some new iterations to kind of account for more things we haven't thought of. That's what the alpha and beta test is for. Currently, to benchmark every prop firm, as the failure rate roughly has at least 90% of the people or greater with every major prop firm fail before first payout, the appropriate way to rank return on investment is your first payout. It's impossible to rank what is it like with the fifth payout and the fourth payout, because nobody gets there. It's kind of like saying who has the most legroom in first class. Nobody's sitting there, it doesn't matter. You really want to rank what's the most quick, what's the most probable path for the trader. Now, we're gonna have extended features later on down the road for you to fine tune, and you say, like, I usually make it to the fourth payout. Which firm has the best ROI at the fourth payout? The original ranking score is based on the first payout, which is because the failure rate axes most people before you get there. So it's the appropriate final destination to measure return on investment of the prop firms for the scoring parameters. So that's to be fair to, and again, some firms may be like, well, yeah, but we give them bigger payouts at the fourth or fifth payout. You know that each payout, the probability that you make it to the second payout is almost zero. A few people brute force their way through it and get to the end, yes. So it doesn't make sense for that to be a deciding factor, like who has the better live program. Nobody gets there. It doesn't matter. It's more along the lines of which one is designed for your quickest return on investment, right? But the first payout is the best way to. Yeah, Apex takes 2 weeks to pay out. All of those things factor into the score, by the way. Nothing is hidden. There's a reason Apex has one of the worst scores of all of them. Subjective payout rules, payout denials, all this stuff affects the score. Does a prop site consider how easy the user interface on the website is? It does not, but that's a really good idea. Like user interface, that would be a subjective thing too. Like rate the user interface on a scale of 1 to 5 and have you guys just vote on it. And then it does a subjective sort of thing. Bourbon says it's a very good measure. Yeah, the first payout is really what you want to aim for. The real goal of the prop trader is to see what the prop industry really is. The live program is something very few people will get to. Making it 3, 4, 5, 6 payouts on the same account is something almost nobody will do. I've done it through long periods of time. With Tradeify, I made it all the way through their program and made it to live. And it took like 6 months. If I'm trying to make a gauge on a purchase, you know, the 6-month goal is not really my goal. It's like, how much am I spending this month and what am I going to get out of it at this stage of the game? What about the new rules and the accounts? Every single time there's a new rule or new account, we have a team of employees that will be essentially all over the prop industry. The minute things change, we'll have the updates for the next day. Are these stats true that you mentioned? Why does it seem like there's so many people receiving payouts on Apex Facebook groups? Dude, you have now discovered the biggest scam of the entire prop industry. It's influencers. I made a meme about it, and I think a lot of people didn't understand the joke. You guys did. So I'm gonna tell you guys, this is one of the biggest scams going on right now with the influencer community. I made this post and I said the following, right? I circled this, okay? I circled the thing that says I had 1.6 million in profit, and I crossed out my losing trades, and I crossed out the net that I take home, which is like 460 or whatever that was. And I circled this and I go, I have officially made 1.6 million in payouts this year. ... is what most of you were doing here on X. Shame on you for being like that. This is a nod to that very thing. It's people circling what they got paid out and hiding what they've paid in, and also hiding their net. This was a joke, and people were like, still, are these, what are all trades show the real number? Why hide that? And like, people were thinking this was like really bad. It's such an ingrained scam that people are doing right now. There's so many people. What platform is this? What about the loss? And I know you guys are probably memeing me back. How many prop firms? So more impressive. That's insane. Yeah, well, actually, Ben actually caught the joke, so Ben got it right. Look at this. Fuck y'all, free roos. No one gives a shit how much you made. People aren't even getting the joke. This is a joke that went over most people's heads. But the point is, I'm saying, is that what you're seeing in Facebook groups is this. You can make $1 million and then lose $2 million. But people are only posting their payouts. People are getting paid out, but they're not posting what they paid in. That's really what I'm kind of lampooning there, as part of the kind of joke, right? Is that people are just saying, look at my payout. You throw enough money at it, eventually you'll get a payout. But the overall effect is they're not profitable at the end of it. That's kind of the joke there. Yeah, the real percent of payouts are what you mentioned, and most never get to a second payout. I would say Top Step actually posted stats that showed that. I have it somewhere. Let me see if I can pull it up for you. Most traders don't make it to the second payout. Let me see if I can find the numbers here. I have them somewhere. TopSet made a publication, and I jotted down their info somewhere. I know I made a post about it somewhere. Oh, I think it's in my, actually I tweeted it. If you think of it like this, one of the best ways to, one of the best ways to think about it is most people don't trade prop firms to trade them. Most people, and I'm gonna tell you, I haven't asked the community this, let's just be real. On the eval side, how many people here trade the eval seriously, and how many people just trade the eval to YOLO? Let me just be real. Let me actually do a poll, okay? That way it's anonymous, don't type, let's do a poll. YOLO meaning pass or fail and like as quick as possible. 1 trade, 2 trades, just get it done, you're done. Watch, let me just make a poll. I bet you most of the answers, I'm not gonna tell you the answer is, don't type, I'll do a poll. This is the eval side. Everybody vote on the poll. I'll give you some math to answer this, and I'll tell you what the answer to that is. Vote really quick. Like, if you're in the eval side, are you taking it slow, trying to get there? Like, if it's a $2,000 profit target, you're trading micros, you're trying to get in the first trade. Like, you're trying to, if it's a 2-day pass, you're going to pass it in 2 days. It's not 50% consistency. You can pass it in 10 days if you want, but if it's 50%, you're getting it with 2. Like, you're going to hit it 2 trades and you're done, right? That's my guess. So my belief, as you see the poll, is I might thought it'd be more than half, but you see how most people pretty much don't take it seriously. It's about 50-50 actually, if you look at it, 45-55. You can see a lot of people just kind of burn through it. That's a good stat to know. I knew it wasn't gonna be 10 or 15%, but you guys here, yeah, the eval side is let me get through it as fast as possible. Because of that, you can assume that everyone trades evals for the most part. The majority of people probably trade it like it's a coin flip, all or nothing on the first trade. So the example is if you have a $2,000 profit target and a $1,000 drawdown, most people are going to try to get it in a single day. If there's no consistency, you're going to try to win it in a day. This is just human instinct. So because of that, you're trading on what's called the coin flip model, 1/2 So 1/2 is basically saying that every single day that you trade is a coin flip, whether you win or bust. So if you have to take something that's like 30% consistency, then it takes 4 days to trade. So you flip a coin 4 days in a row. The first day is a 50% chance you win. To win 2 days in a row is a 25% chance that you win back to back. To win 3 days in a row is a 12.5% chance. 4 days in a row is 6.25. You understand the math there? Every additional day that you flip the coin, your odds just drop significantly. It's 1/2. So the failure rate gets pretty high for something that takes 2 or 3 or 4 days to pass, something with 20% consistency, 5 days to pass, if you're assuming that half the people are going to be YOLOing the evals like the poll just showed. Even though we teach you to trade well, most people will trade well once you go funded. The eval is just like, let me get through it. The 3.125, as you see, firms with 20% consistency, it's about a 3% of people even, we have a 3% chance to pass eval, right? So it gets really hard. The failure rate's pretty high. So when you think about all those passes, 3 days to pass an eval, 5 days to pass funded. Once you go funded, if you still have the YOLO mentality, you're 1/8. I mean, you're less than 1% chance of passing, maybe a little bit over 1% chance. So about 99% of people who YOLO, so not 99% of people, but 99% of people who YOLO have less than a 1% chance to get a payout in Top Step. So yeah, when I say 90%, I'm not making it up. YOLO would be all or nothing on the trade, meaning that your loss blew up the account that day. Seriously means you're trading it seriously with stop losses and profit targets, and you're going to let that account last like you normally would trade with good risk management. As you see, half the people here, which is about what I expected. I expected to be much higher, be honest, but you guys are a much smarter community. If you're to average out all of everybody, I bet you if I go poll Pat Whelan's community, it'd be like 90% YOLO. Like people that don't really, no shade there, but like a more populist community, I'm sure the data would suggest the majority of people would YOLO the eval side. So therefore, the majority of people are 1 to 6% chance of passing, depending on how long it takes to get the payout. Right. So if you think about it like that, most people are going to blow up the account in the first bad trade they have on the eval side. And then when people go funded, maybe they take it seriously, but I'd like to think that a lot of people still don't change their habits. So like say something that's a 50% consistency, it's 3 days to pass because you're not going to get an even trade on both days. So 3 days to pass, 5 days to payout, you're 1/8. Right? Which is 0.0039, which is a 0.39% chance of winning the game flipping coins. Now, if you employ a strategy, obviously those odds should probably go up. But if your stop loss is such that the very first day that you lose, you blow up the account, then you're trading on coin flip odds, which is really what most people do in props. So you think about it like this, the mathematical pass rate or the mathematical payout rate is less than 1% or 1 out of 100, meaning that if you trade 20 accounts and copy trade, your odds don't get any better. If you trade, because you're still blowing up the same rate, just 20 times the magnitude. But if you have 20 accounts and you spread out the risk and trade them at different places, then the odds become better because the market doesn't just fall straight down. Some of your accounts will possibly win. So your overall statistics go up if you trade your accounts at different places because it's a whole different set of data. So anyways, hopefully that makes a little bit of sense for you guys. The pass rate goes up when you exploit those numbers. Split out your risk and your pass rate will go up. If you copy trade, your pass rate doesn't change. It's the same. Just the magnitude's different. So the point I'm saying is that When the firm says we paid out $70 million this year, they probably brought in 90 million, right? So payout is the biggest scam in the social media world. Influencers are just posting their payouts and they're trying to get famous off of that. Here's my payout, here's my payout, here's my payout. They're not good traders. You don't know what they put in. You may not know if they're profitable. And you see I see a lot of new folks building communities off of that. Check out my payout, check out my payout. Everywhere on Twitter, here's my payout, here's my payout. Nobody's like, here's my ROI. Couple people. I was one of them. Here's my ROI to take profit. I'm about 7x right now. Right? So when you say you see people posting payouts, that's exactly what they're doing. It's taking your P&L and covering up the losses and covering up the net and just showing your winning trades. It's the same thing. And we're the people that are, you know, popping the lid off of that. And do I fund qualified traders? Set them with live account if they prove their trading. Oh, me personally here? No, I don't. Nah, man, I wouldn't trust people to trade my money. I barely trust myself to trade it. We're all human. The market's a natural environment. We all wired for safety. I 100% agree. One must master themselves and their triggers to protect their strategy. Yes, sir, Greyline. 100% agree. Yeah, if they're such successful traders, why would they charge such insane amounts of money? Yeah, well, right. That's their continuous income. Remember I tell you guys, as a trader, you need a continuous income source to fund your trading because you can take losses. That's their way of funding themselves to keep trading. For us, we have a tremendous overhead of, by the end of this quarter, we'll have 30 employees. So for us, you know, we have a trading platform and we have, we moderately price stuff and it pays other people's salaries here. I agree. The guru with the paid Discord, that's your continuous income source. Me, I start businesses for mine. Matt's profit, bro. I would like totally never ever even consider starting a prop firm. It is a bad business to get into. It is saturated. It is hard to grow in. The margins are razor thin and you are one gold rally away from the fucking poorhouse and insolvency. Ain't no way I'm gonna go to bed every night. Phone calls at midnight from the risk team because gold's blowing up the prop firm. No, thank you. Yeah, I would. And again, I also teach you guys how to beat the prop firm to the detriment of losing partnerships with other prop firms that don't like me teaching how to game their system. According to some videos someone recently made, they have inside information that my teaching style on how to beat prop firms sort of sullied my partnership with one of them, that they didn't like that I was teaching how to beat them. So anyways, whatever the case may be, my job is to teach you guys how to beat the system, not to be the system myself. A little conflict of interest there. I would not sit pretty trading live on stream and teaching you guys trading if I profited from your losses directly as a shareholder. Now, full disclosure, I do profit from your losses as an affiliate salesperson, but that's just the name of that game. I certainly spend most of my energy promoting good trading habits and teaching you trading rather than taking the lion's share of the money you spend while losing. I would find it to be a conflict of interest. I couldn't be able to do both at once. If you run a trading room or trading community, you're streaming on YouTube and you also run a prop firm, it's a little bit of a conflict of interest. You're talking out both sides of your mouth at that point. As a businessman, you may think you're doing something smart because you're winning no matter what happens. You win if you make money. You win if they lose money, right? If they make money, promote it. Look at my trader made all this money. Oh my God, check this out. If they lose, you raked in the eval money. So it's win-win for the businessman. But as an ethical stance and as an educator, it wouldn't make sense for you to teach people how to beat something that you profit off of their failure of doing so. People call shenanigans on that. Like, you're just promoting gambling so that everyone can lose and you make money. You saw that happen last year, with another influencer that had a prop firm. So I could never do it. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. even though I would have a prop firm and probably still teach you guys how to crush the system, then I would just be risking my own business failure, even without the ethical side of it. Why would I be teaching you how to beat the prop firm then? I'd have to stop teaching and go into the prop firm business fully. So as a businessman, no businessman would take a bet like that. Because while it's talking out both sides of your mouth and winning while things are good, the moment things get really bad, one of the two will blow up. So it kind of like, you have to kind of like dance a really fine dance to cash out on both of those at the same time. Ethics aside, it'd be a hard business to be in on both of them because you have to walk a very tight risk range. All right. And these days, every influencer out there, buying impressions, buying engagement, buying views. There's a bunch of people like on YouTube that came out of nowhere, 3,000-4,000 people watching them on YouTube. I'm like, that's weird. People view botting, get their views up so they can go make big affiliate partnerships. That's the new name of the game. And you see a lot of new faces doing that. And the way that you know that I'm not doing that is, well, you can move the Valentine's balloons. I've got the silver play button, so you don't get that. YouTube doesn't give you an award if you do any kind of fake engagement. So. Now we're at DD band. Should I play this or should I not? Did I call it off the reversal? Yeah. Weaker stats. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let it flush. And if we overshoot, in return, I'll jump back in on the long side. Can I dedicate one day a week to pass evals? For example, Monday, let's pass 5 lucid 50Ks. That'd be kind of cool. I think like props, trading props is good for engagement. Oops, I forgot to update my screenshot here. I did take those shorts in the evals when I told you, or the props earlier. I told you I was doing it. I closed that out just now. I didn't take it in the real account. I'd be a little gun shy here. Just made a little bit more. I'm too scared to risk it in the challenge account. A prop firm people manage real money accounts and time zones over entire globe. That'd be kind of cool. Is this all from the shipping issues? It's just part of like, there's a bunch of things going on at once. Liquidity crisis we saw in the market. Now some actual selling by the asset managers. And on top of that, the war, right? The war always causes volatility. Will I trade DD band support? I could, right? That's what I'm watching right now. When we get there, we're still at 60. This is good support. I'm not too afraid of it. Resilience is positive. At the open at NASDAQ. Oh, I grabbed NASDAQ. Oops. Well. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. This is dangerous, though. Resilience is still positive on NASDAQ. Medium negative on S&P. So let me... I had that set to 3. It's okay. Can we get... so NASDAQ resilience is actually better than the first bounce. The first bounce here it was 7. Second bounce here is 35. might be good to... And S&P is starting to go positive. Okay, good, good. So on the overshoot, we might actually get it. I think we hold here. I think we might hold here. Although, maybe I should be doing 12. We do... I'm going to mirror this in 2 of my prop accounts. All right, we'll see what happens here. I'm gonna hold through whatever it is. I stop. The thing is that on the open play, the same as earlier with better resilience, it's the same sort of setup. If S&P overshoots and reclaims, I'll be willing to add to it. I am gonna take the play to bet that we don't sell off to lower lows. I hate this time of day. Oh yeah, me too. Me too. It's actually starting to turn up a little bit. Let's look at the stocks. Tesla picking up, Amazon picking up, Google picking up. Now again, this could be pretty bad if it flushes. So we're right on the edge. I usually like to take that bet. Now the fact that the thing can happen 2 times in a row, usually I usually take the stance of the second time is usually weaker. Today, the second time has better data. So we'll see. Israel strikes Lebanon. Dude, right? It's just getting crazier by the minute. Well, let's get a reaction here. $25,000 is my... Man, I got a really bad entry on this. I need to really stop looking at the chart because I'm seeing like a little bit of green. I'm like, okay, let me jump in on it. I should have gotten in at 90. Okay, get the flush over with. Pressing those lower lows right now, so let me see if I can't. So there's that overshoot there, and that's where I want to be. Okay, does the S&P hang on to that? Some news coming in. What do we got? Trump, I need to be personally involved in selecting Iran's next leader. Save us, Papa! Papa Bear! Save the market! Save it! Keep saying stuff. Say good things. Don't say bad things. Save us, Big Daddy. Save this market. Come on, Daddy T. Come on, let's just have a volatile day. Where it just chops all over the place. Give us like 100-point rip. The flushes after that. That'll be nice. Wall Street hate the idea that Trump's like gonna select Israel's leader. It's probably like the fight here. Okay, Trump's saying something. This is probably a bad time to be part in trade. He's talking about the successor. He needs to personally be involved with picking it. Boy, that volatility is there, huh? Picking up a little. It's not super crazy, but it's getting crazy. You can feel it. It's picking up a lot of speed. Let me put this here, put this here. All right. Wall Street. Are we crashing? We'll have that answer today. Good. Good. Could be better. This could be better. But we're sort of gonna probably, and then arbitrage is 0, so we don't have any hint the index is oversold or not. It's basically on par with the stocks. So whatever the stocks are doing, we're gonna do. Let's double check some major key supports. Nvidia supporting at close. EVGO still running. Amazon still BLD, which is good. Apple still at hedge pressure, which is good. Microsoft. There's a support there. Could be worse. Meta, fuck Meta. Meta sucks. I'll see Mark Zuckerberg's new mansion. Holy crap. I saw that. On Billionaire Row, down the street from Tom Brady. Down the street from David Guetta. Neighbors with Jeff Bezos. What's he gonna do there? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell is he gonna do there? With that big of a house? That's crazy. Isn't that the world's craziest pool parties? All right. All right, let me trim. I dove in to get my cost basis lower. Let me trim a little bit. Zuck better be inviting me some of them crazy pool parties, man. You know them geeks know how to party. Play catch with Tom. Hey, Tom Brady! He's riding by on a jet ski throwing a football. Yeah. Who else lives there? I know David Guetta lives there. Jeff Bezos. Come on, Trump. Say lovely things today. I don't know who he's talking to, but keep talking. Don't want to see the red candle today. Keep talking, buddy. Keep talking. Oh boy, this is a little scary playing this volatility. Oh. Ooh. Are you guys ready for giveaway? While we're chilling here, we might as well do that. As we always do every single day. Giveaway time. Hi. Look at that, man. Look at that Riz I got. I don't have to do anything. Y'all think I got that charisma? I was just born with it, y'all. I ain't gotta lie. Look at that.
Wake up at dawn, the markets are calling. Rocket scooters got his screens all bright while retail traders keep on falling. He's
What is this?
like second sight. Charts and candlesticks won't save you now. Price action just a masquerade. This hidden data that shows you how the institutions really trade. You're trading stocks and futures all alone, been dancing to the wrong song.
Come on, NASDAQ. With resilience being positive, and NASDAQ could actually rally back up to the top today. If things do okay. I also mirroring this trade in 2 of my prop accounts as well. So I've been successfully scalping in my props. So I guess in the real account, both trades I took this morning have also won. Not gonna count my chickens early. Type in ETF, friends. All right, we are trading an illiquidity pocket with positive resilience. S&P is still negative, which could be better. I'd like to see that. I'm kind of being a wimp.
Discord channels filled with wisdom, 15 indicators ranked by strength, teaching how to break the system, going to extraordinary length, market maker positions revealed, no more trading.
Hang in there. Don't give us another FU flush candle. Just hang on.
The insider mark, you were trading stocks and futures all along, dancing to the retail song, but now you see the market maker streams, rocket scooter taught you everything, volume analysis, institutional flow.
Trim a little bit down. 13 I'm cool with. Like I said, I'm gonna keep it light. Oh yeah, I need to change the spinning link to like 10 seconds. It goes slower. What the heck? What the heck? All right. I don't know what we have, but I think we have a fund and next account right now too. Type that and we'll do one more for that. Actually, no. Yeah, fun and X. All right, come on, you. Let's hang in there. No death today. We just need to get through this hour. God, Europe closed. That's it. Last thing we need. There's a big nasty sell-off from here. Market, you know you want to hold today. Type it in. Type it in. Type it in.
Drifting where the stars align. Hedge pressure written in the sky. Whispers of liquidity flowing through eternity. Cosmic maps, the market sink. Every orbit, every swing, resonance throughout the air.
There we go. There we go, trade. There we go. Hold on one second. All right. So I need to eat my breakfast, but I don't have a fork. So we're gonna do something fun on the stream. And we're gonna build a fork. I have stuff on my desk. I've got some, oh, I've got some T-pins, okay. I've got a regular pin. No, I'm gonna build a fork. This is more fun. I've got it. No, I've got some T-pins. I've got some tape. I'm not gonna eat with this thing. I don't know if this is used or not, but it'll be used as an attachment device for my fork. Listen, I'm an engineer, damn it. I went to school for this. Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna attach this. I'm gonna cut the crap out of my mouth trying to eat with this thing. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna attach these to here. I'm gonna tape this like so. She heard me. She's like, I'm gonna get you a fork. Now I'm gonna make one. All right. So we're gonna attach some T-pins to like a toothpick thing. And wrap that tape around really good. Okay, hold on. That'll work. Okay, good. We need a couple layers of tape though. This thing will be kind of flimsy if I don't really secure this on here. I'll tell you guys, look, I got a degree in this thing, okay? Don't even question how awesome I am at building stuff. Okay. There we go. Yo, I would absolutely survive in prison. Let's do it. Maybe call me the professor up in there. Yo, professor, can I get one of them forks, man? I got you, bro. You got any toothpicks? What's going on with the market? Oh, it's bouncing back a little bit. All right, here we go. Perfect. Perfect. I use these T-pins to like to literally hang up my acoustic panels, my bass traps in the corners. All right, let's go. Let's go, engineers in the house. That's how we roll here. I might. My taco fell apart. Boom. All right. Other thing is sharp. All right, let's see how well it works. Hey, let's observe. Now these things. Oh, delightful. Oh, lovely. Oh, mmm. 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 Mmm, delightful. Mmm. ETF wasn't claimed. Okay. I'll spin it one more time. Look at that. Look at that, guys. You think you're better than me? See, before the fork, I was eating with my hands and it was all getting all dirty over here. All right, we'll spin it one more time for ETF. All right. Lumen Trades, first winner. Like my fork. Allow me to demonstrate. Look at this. This gets the job done, I think. ETF didn't claim the first prize. I don't want her to walk all the way downstairs to get one. Kevin, what's up, baby? All right, cool. Now the fun and X is coming through. Fun and X, fun and X. That's a tasty little fork. All right. Mr. Stephen Adair. And we'll do one more about 30 minutes. Why is he in there twice? Why is he in there twice? Why is he in there twice? Wait, why is who and where twice? Dupa accounts? Wait, who's Dupa account? What do you mean? Why is who and where twice? Huh? Who's he? Who's there? Who's where? Who's on first? Why is his name twice? Why who's name twice? What? The last winner, Kevin? Did we find slacks in the haystacks? Yes, sir. Sax is out there. He was jet skiing around the bay with Mark Zuckerberg in his new mansion. He's in twice because he's a sub. Yeah. So you can be in there twice if you're a sub to the channel. Yeah. You bonus for subscribers. You're in there 3 times actually. All right, hang on for a little bit. All right, trade's picking up some steam here, but it's not rallying as much as I want it to, but I'm gonna hold on to it. Liquidity pocket is good. S&P tap up the yellow line one more time. Yellow line reject. Fight through for the rest of the day. Probably see that here. Bro, this is a song that could go like Grammy level. Show me that Aston Martin. I like it. Show me that Aston Martin. I could get down with this at the club. Okay, good. Picking up some steam on the loss. I'm happy to see that I'm making some grounds on here. My first trade this morning was about 5,000. This one's about 13,000 off the loss, which is good. I'm still so hesitant to be so engaged in this trade. Let's take profit on that and take it one more time at bottom DD band. All right, I'll lock that in. Oh wait, let me close my prop accounts. I have the same trade. Okay. All right. Again, I don't want to, it's not climbing as fast as I want it to. And again, I might be leaving some on the table like from earlier. I'm going to trade it very light. You guys get to watch me dig out of a hole, which is good. I started out 60 in the hole. Now I'm down 46 in the hole. Not a big deal. Almost a 600K in the account. All my props have made money today on the same scalps. I did get my 80 points on this. Like I said, I wanted it to bounce faster. The fact that it's not bouncing faster and S&P resilience is not positive, I've scared myself out of the trade almost at the limit. It's from here to here, and I want enough juice to pop up above it. So let's see if we get one more flush I can play on. All right. No, you can't enter more than once, Steven. You good, man. You are good. Spin duration, 20 seconds. Let's do it like this. All right, I'll do one more. One more. And we'll do one more for the end of the show. No way, Mike. No. Bro, I thought it was stopping on mic. I was so thrilled for you, bro. DJ Daytrader. Wow, you won like 2 days ago. Now he's rigging the system. I'm not gonna lie. He's certainly hacking. So that's the problem there. Show me that ass, Jim Watton. Congrats, DJ Daytrader. Let's go. My friend, look at you, Vince. It's like your lucky week here. If you guys didn't know, DJ Daytrader had one of the best, which again was one of our top. I didn't tell you this, man, but you were the top in the top 5 of all the videos we got. And the one thing that I loved about your show, so DJ Daytrader, by the way, has a very cool channel. I recommend everybody go follow him now and check out his shit. It's so cool. He is a professional streamer if there ever was one. Good vibes, good energy. For the overnight, I've been meaning to ask you for the overnight. I don't know what your time frame is, but we're opening up a few more slots, and I want to talk to you off the stream. If like other time frames suited what your availability was. So we had like our finalists. There was top 5. Y'all need to check his stuff out. Your PST, okay. Thank you, Matt, for liking your post. Oh, of course. I don't know what post it was, but I like it.
After I've waited on chop for 3 hours straight, I'll move my stop up and get stopped before it breaks out. I've known this fact since cash opened that ES could stop me out and forget about me. Now I'm trying to live my life here, pain-free, just waiting for ES, waiting for ES, waiting for ES to come back to. I've known.
As we expand our show to get bigger and bigger and bigger, we're gonna have more guests on, more people on. I want to start bringing people onto the morning show too, where it's not just me. And we want 24-hour coverage on this channel. So even the US sesh, I envision the morning stream having me and other people on it eventually. Not just me. Maybe me opening the market, but within the first hour or two, bringing other people on. So that'd be fun as we get bigger. See how that works out. Yeah, I did lock in, what was it, 12,000 on that one. So I'm pretty happy, still continuing to grow. I'm still down a little bit, but the props still making some range in that. I don't have any evidence it's going to sell off, but I am just, because it's not reversing very rapidly, because S&P resilience is not picking up some ground there, and it's still below zero. I did lock in at the top of the pocket. So while I was hoping that while we're trading that this white line went above zero and faster, the fact that it didn't, I locked in early, which probably was the smarter decision, like scalping little bits here and there. I gotta hear. This is one of my favorite Keith bangers. Recovered 15K. Yeah, not bad. And I like to not even see it as recovering. Like, I like to see it as fresh trades. Whenever I was down, I was down. My brain is not saying I got to get the screen like that matters. My brain is just like, let me take the opportunity with the risk I want to take and be cool with it. If you want to say, Matt, pick a direction, it's probably going to rally from here. I have to stick by my rules and not take a lot of risk on it. I'm the breach detective. Get way over for now. Oh yeah. I need to get a haircut again. Screen glow on my cheekbones, coffee cold, but I'm locked in deep. 3 strikes, same week, same tone. Thanks for trying, feels like they cheat. Tabs full of rules already read. Wrist plan folded at the edge of the desk. Thumb on the mouse, posting my neck. Chasing that. I think it definitely was smart getting in at that low there. I wanted to see an overshoot at the band, but remember I told you guys this morning, like wherever we were, that we're gonna pass through and the middle is gonna be like the exit, like here, there. You can just see as the market's moving lower, you're just kind of pivoting around this sort of direction here. Trading ranges back to this trajectory. So highs back to mid, lows up to mid. Not trying to bet on a breakout case or a crash case, just I've been trading successfully, trading back to middle of the range. When volatility is high, you can do that. My breakfast. My breakfast with my breakfast fork. Delicious. It's all right. She made these like tostada with like turkey, tortilla cheese, avocado, an egg. Oh my gosh, refried beans.
What?
Pins. They're like metal push pins that hung these up in the corners.
Not gonna get it.
I got shots to fix that, I think. What's wrong with you? Here? Oh, upstairs? Or was it? You can hang out here. Cool off.
I don't know about.
I know. Have you seen clean shave and the glowing face? Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a reason this is the hottest room in the house. Whatever. It's all the placenta that got smeared on my face. Whale jizz? Really? That's what they put in that stuff? We got facials 2 days ago. 5 minutes in, I was like, dude, because they wrap you in these blankets. She took me to get facial, man. I've never done it before. We went and get these blankets. They like wrap you in tight. It's like you're swaddled, man. I'm laying there like this, like, and the lady's just like this over and over, and I'm like, guasha. Yeah. What is guasha? Farina, she asked me to ask you what's guasha. Apparently, the ladies would know what guasha is. It wasn't a bad. It definitely wasn't a. I'm telling you guys, massages are good for relaxation. You want to massage every once in a while? Go. What was this place called? Biologique Rocher. It's some kind of French bougie facial place. We won it in a contest. Placenta is okay, but jizz is where you draw the line. New room massages for you. There you go. Placenta nasty. Karina's like, I don't know any idea about skincare. She doesn't know. Lymphatic drainage. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was cool. Like I was so relaxed. It was, the bed was heated too. That was a heated bed, swaddled like super tight with all these blankets. Just like for an hour. It was an hour and a half long too. When I looked at the clock, it was like 5:30 by the time they were done. We started at 4. I love this song. This is AI, John Cougar Mellencamp. Ain't that America, home of the free? Lizzo tomorrow. What song does she sing? Bow, bow, bow. That one that's like, it's got the, I know, I can hear it in my head. That's the only song though, right? That I would know. I don't know. A Lizzo in concert. She's from Houston though, that's right. I thought she's from Houston. Somebody said the placenta is only good for 9 months. I don't know if it's human placenta. That's like Illuminati level skincare. We went and got adrenochrome face masks, guys, on Epstein Island. Still hurts. Gua Swa, is that, how do you say it again? Gua Sha, liquidity nose, is a massage technique, some sort of jade tool. In fact, you know, that's funny. Yeah, it's a stone that feels cold, but it's not refrigerated. It just feels cold because of its stone. Gua Sha. Yeah. So it was pretty much like I woke up feeling just refreshed, like all over. Like it's like you get a good nap, like just a hard power nap, and you wake up and you're like, oh. I woke up and I didn't want to get up because I was just like, this is so warm, I just want to lay here. Charting in real time. Got started off today, 60K in the hole. 46. Walked a little bit up. Those trades I made last night. Fucking stupid market. We're sitting on the couch, I'm making trades. Did I see your DM? Mike, no, I didn't get a chance to. I meant to check it yesterday, but I was busy filming strangers at Starbucks. Like the creep that I am. One of us. I didn't get a chance to read all my... No, I got busy because I got a long conversation with my funded futures, and then I got a hold of Slacks, and him and I just caught up for a while. And I rushed home. Better than Shartin and Shartin. I remember that one. Oh my goodness. Okay. I closed my profit sell right about here, and I'm just chilling now to see if we get anything better. S&P's not picking up a lot of steam. On resilient, I want resilience numbers to be greater than 0 for this to have power to go back to a half gap and to break through yellow. Now, again, we're going to be just trucking along, and you're going to see some just green candle come out of nowhere or some red candle come out of nowhere. It's not going to be a day. It's more likely to go up than down. I think the opportunities to the upside. But I don't think it's going to like slowly move higher. I think it's going to just be just like it was, like just a rocket one way or the other. I want to go to that Roche Biolage. What is it called? Roche. I would like to do that like every 2 weeks, man. Is that too much?
Yeah.
For the same thing? For cheaper?
Yeah.
Sign me up. Steam, is that good? What does opening up your pores accomplish? Okay.
Breakout.
Yeah. It sounds like you're saying Ferrero Rocher, and I kind of want some chocolate right now.
No. Oh, Daddy.
Farina is like Ferrero Rocher. I hear somebody talking about candy, and I'm kind of into it. Huh? Russell Dickerson from our chat.
Oh,
In real life, he's a singer. He's singing at the rodeo. Who's Russell Dickerson? Are y'all fans? He's at the rodeo today. Ferrero Rocher with the silent R. Ferrero Rocher. Oh, is it Rocher? You gotta ride the waves. Hmm. They don't know. Market seemed more manageable the last 2 weeks. It has been until today. Today was a little harder. Think about trading Asian. Typically the Asian market and typically the US market has been more straightforward. The Asian market sometimes is just all over the place, but since December it's flip-flopped. The Asian market has been extremely straightforward, and I don't know why that is, and the US market's been more chaotic. I think it's because typically in the markets it's more driven by US traders, and US traders are more uniform. I think since December, most US, this is the biggest rift we've seen in US traders, where like 90% of them are holding through this chomp, and 10% of them are liquidating like they're about to blow up. And it's such a weird, like, kind of market. It's only happening in the US sesh. The Asia is pretty straightforward. It's just hitting pivots and bouncing. And that's where I've made most of the gains, and the million challenges hitting that. It's not normally that straightforward. Normally US is a little better. Russell Dickerson is awesome, says Madeline. Is he a country singer, or is he who? Hmm. Those hourly candles are looking pretty solid for support. We start a new hour in just a second here. Do I just want to be brave? Just bet on the S&P? We end the day up here. Should I be brave, chat? Should I go every single time? You see him? Okay. We could probably go to the rodeo today. You have 19 videos to watch? Yeah, take your time. Do a video a day. That's kind of what the pace is supposed to be. Dickerson? I think you said Russell Dickerson or something like that.
we're like, here we go, and I don't even know who it is.
I want to get in on the long, but not from here. This has been holding pretty well, but man, the fact that it's just slow climbing, like it looks like it's a cliche to look like it's priming for a pop, and I know the minute I get in it's gonna drop, so I don't want to chase it. It just feels like it's like trying to burst. Something's pushing it down, but stocks are moving higher. With ARBA 0, it means stocks are moving. It's not the index getting ahead of the stocks. The stocks are literally picking up a little bit of a bid. This is the pivot. I mean, this is the spot. It's either way down or way up from here. It's not going to close where we are. Where we are, we're not going to close here at all. It's going to pick a direction. You can just see it. That volatility's up. It's going to go one way or the other. And it's a big coin flip too. This right here. Ain't no way we're closing here. We're moving. This might go to there. Like one more time. The next hour could go there. The next hour could drop down. I think we retrace that same wave a second time. Here to there. There to there. So I think we, oops, I think we go to there. And then whatever happens for the rest of the day, the end of the day, picks a direction. That's what I feel. Not bullish signal, bullish signal. Nasdaq wants to do that. Nasdaq wants to do that. S&P wants to do that. So S&P's down, Nasdaq is up. S&P is kind of on the edge too of maybe going both ways as well. I think here the appropriate trade is to short it back to there and then get out of the way to pick your direction. So lunch hour makes the V, whichever way it goes. And then last hour or 2 hours of the day on Neon Stream will probably be a big move. I feel like it's a big move to finish the day. It's not going to be a chill day. That's just me though. Your bet is long. My bet is also long. Like it just almost feels like a cliche to jump in and chase this long, but it's inching higher. Yellow line obviously being a clear resistance. Don't deedle in the middle.
Got the charts glowing midnight blue. Rocket scooter drawing lines so true. Bulls on bottom calling my name. MHP flashing, I'm feeling the flame. Fingers shaking, eyes locked tight.
Lulesh, can you rephrase your question? I don't understand what you're saying. Can counting red and green candles be used like a trend indicator? I would say that I wouldn't use it as a trending indicator. Candles are you set the value of the candle, so that's arbitrary. I would basically look at if you want to look at candles like range bars or something that looks for like the amount of candles that are like breaking through ranges is a little more helpful than actually like time-based candles. Bill line is a really strong resistance just from any direction. It's called margin buffer limit, and it's based on an imbalance that happened previously in the market, and it just becomes a high volume pivot. There's that second tap at MHP. That's what I just said earlier. We're gonna kind of traverse to the range. Probably hit the high, probably sell again one more time. Probably close in the middle and figure out. There's that. That's what I just kind of thumbed at that earlier. The very next hour is going to be the make or break. You can feel it pressuring up. You can see it. Trump, Cuba is going to fall too. What's going on with Cuba? We're still at odds with Cuba? What's going on there? I thought Castro's not around anymore, right? That guy's gone. Didn't we like solve our beef with Cuba? We get Cuban cigars now, legally. We're talking to Cuba. Like, I'm missing out on this. What's going on here? First Spain, now Cuba. Like, what is... Like, what's... I'm curious myself, because I don't know. Let's look it up. As of early... Wait, hold on. Let me get my financials. Trump is saying... We are talking to Cuba, and Cuba is going to fall to what Trump said. Okay. Another song here really quick. Ooh, okay. You're gonna buy cotton potting soil? Okay. As of March 2026, Cuba's experience. Well, you might. Do you need some for the flower beds? You can use it. There's bugs. You can kill the bugs by spraying. If you get some soap water, like just dish soap and some water, and just spray it all in there, you'll eventually kill all those bugs. Not really. Soap is okay for plants. Yeah. Or just get a small bag. Let me say that again.
There's like
You don't have to get new each time. Okay. USA being the world police right now. There's what I said earlier. Gonna pop and drop, pop and drop. We're gonna fight this range here. You know how much I wanted to just pop a short from that also? And the next hour, we decide what we do. What a crazy day today. The real question becomes what happens in the next president and the next term. Is it another, if it's another Republican who just completely carries Trump's plan forward? Imagine if a Democrat were to get elected. It would just undo everything. I don't know. Not to pick political sides here. I think it's gonna be very hard for a Democrat to get elected since COVID. Since Biden. I think that there's a lot of swing traders or swing state people that are probably like, I think it's gonna be a lot harder. Polls are always saying random other stuff. People are like, maybe people don't like Trump, but I feel like the political side of the fence, I feel like the Republicans painted a really dirty picture of the Democrats post-COVID. Like the propaganda machine is stronger from that direction. Democrats make it a lot easier to trade though. Like I said, I won't be mad either way. I don't care about politics enough, but I do like easier to trade markets. There we go. Depends on the candidate. Yeah. This could be Barron Trump in 20 years. Vance, whatever, first time around. All right. Look at this market just chopping all over the place. Both sides need to come towards the middle. I agree. World peace would be good. I kind of side with that idea. Trump is not good for props. That's for sure. Trump is not easy trading. It was very, very hard the first time around. It's just as hard the second time around. Trust me when I tell you, from 16 to 20, we dealt with the same shit. The same crazy market, the same up and down. It wasn't a cakewalk back then either. Biden was like a refreshing era of trading. Trading with Biden was like, you never had to worry about random things happening throughout the day. Market just flowed so much better. But then again, on the grand scheme of things, that just means nothing's changing in the world. The world's just kind of still shitty. Trump's getting stuff done, and getting stuff done scares people, and people get scared. Markets go all over the place. So it's a double-edged sword. Choppy, crazy market. I'm not making as much money, but we're changing stuff. Change can sometimes be good. I dream for a Iran like it was in the 70s and 60s, where it was like a very progressive, very modern, very tolerant society. So hopefully the end of this turns out okay. I've seen all the photos, I've seen all the videos, I see all that. This is what it used to be like before the radicals took over. And how long have we been on this planet? Still can't get along? I feel like that's the nature of mammals, man. Competition is... We're designed to kill each other to survive. You have to kill something and eat it to live. The designer of this universe decided that was the way we all should be. We're programmed to be violent and competitive for survival. It's instinctual. It kind of sucks. I wish I was a plant, man. I wish I could stick my fingers in the dirt, absorb my energy from the sun, and live a peaceful existence with life around me, but we can't do that. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Like, stick my fingers in the dirt and just absorb the nutrients from the soil that way. That'd be great. Unfortunately, I can't be a tree. Maybe another life I'll be a tree. Who knows? What song is this? Hello, Matt. Interesting song. Am I running a delay on my stream? No, hit the live button. Should be in real time. You might not be in real time. You're moving to the moon. Do they have an internet there so I can trade? I feel like Starlink would probably work on the moon. I'm sure you'll be fine. I'd probably have better internet on the moon. You need to get drunk this weekend? I feel you, bro. I'm down. You're Persian former Marine Scout snipers, so mad you didn't get to be part of this operation in Iran. Help out your fellow countrymen. What do you feel as a person who's American military as well as a Persian? How do you feel personally about the conflict, in your opinion? Open forum here, man. Just care to know from like someone who has their ear to the ground. What is your feeling about this? Are you excited about it? Are you against it? Are you glad that we're trying to start some change in that area of the world? Yeah, dude, I live in Houston, man. Almost all of my friends who like own stuff, like clubs and restaurants, and it's all of them are Persian here. All the big club owners, all the big, and some of the coolest people I've met, most resourceful people, driven, smart, very business-minded. Your family is forced to flee during the revolution, so you're for it? I'm sorry to hear that, man. And most of my friends are kind of like very happy and very glad. All over my Instagram, all my Persian friends, all the business owners, and said they're all like, you know, Ayatollah, like fuck that guy. Like they're very passionate about it. The ones here, they're American Persians, so they're definitely like born here. But with my friends, the sentiment is, you know, fuck that guy. They need to go. Why don't I show the new button on Tradeovate? What's the new button? I didn't know there was a new button. There's a new button on Tradeovate? What's it do? Somebody said Ribs has showcased it. What? And Jinka, what's the new button? It locks you out from trading. Oh God, they put one of those in there too. What the? Dude, all right. I don't understand how much people out there were just like, I remember Michael Paddock was like, look, we have the lockout button. And you're like, what is this? A button that you click to keep you from trading? It's always had one. It's always had one. It's right here in the top right corner. Look, let me make it bigger for you guys. It's always been one. You've always had a lockout button. It's right here. See that? The X in the top right corner? Oh, baby, that lock you out immediately. Push that button, you can't trade. You locked out immediately. You locked out immediately. It's had one since the beginning of computers. I think Michael Paddock is like, guess what, guys? We made a lockout button to help you with your trades. We just took this one right here and moved it right here and made it bigger. Click that button, you don't have to trade anymore. He's so smart. He cares so much about traders. Oh my God, that's so helpful. Let's just move it there and change the color and market the shit out of it. I made so many jokes about that. I was like, bruh, I had one of those since I started trading. It's the top right corner. You just click that X, you done. You don't have to trade anymore. You can end it in a moment's notice. I'm just kidding though. They have a lockout button. That's kind of cool. I didn't know they had one. I don't even see it on here. How do you do it? I mean, it's kind of nice, I guess, but it's just security theater. Like, you know what I mean? Like at the airport, it's not going to help you. It's the same thing. A stop loss used to be a lockout button too. You got to have the discipline to click it and use it. Longs again. I know it feels weird, like I shouldn't be longing, but I think I kind of want to, if we lose this and we reclaim, I will ride the long until the end of the day. Yeah. That button's only as good as the operator of that button. Sign, even when losing, your day becomes a good story if it works out. There you go. Remember to close. Yeah, remember to close all your trades before you actually lock out, though. You got to exit and cancel all your standing orders. But yeah. So refreshing. I'll probably have somebody not glazing at shit, like some kind of breakthrough selling point. Yeah, everybody's got to market something. Like, oh my God, the new Apex accounts are so good. No, they're not. Oh my God, this new thing on the platform is so great. Use my code. It's always like, I love this thing. Use my code. I'm always just like comically making fun of a lot of the things and the new nuances in the industry, because to me, it's all comedy. I think I tend to be like just the kind of person that can find some kind of comedy out of everything out there. There's so much silliness in the market these days. I really should have it set to reverse automatically when stops are hit. I think that's the worst thing you can do, man. When you lose a trade, it doesn't mean the other side's the winning trade. You can lose a trade by just volatility and you could have been right. So flip-flopping while wrong is probably the first thing I would teach someone not to do. I would be getting wrong, be wrong, and be ready to take a break. Yeah. Reversing a loser will cause tilt. Yeah, Dan got you on that. Because remember, like, losing doesn't mean you picked the direction wrong. Losing means that the market went against your trade. So, you know, you buy the market and it goes this, and you decide to reverse and it keeps going. Yeah, that was a good decision. But you go here and then you were short, then you covered and went long, and then it does this, and then you cover your long, then go short, then it does this, and you cover your short and you go long, and then it does this, just like today, and then you tilted and you lost your account. Since the market a lot of times is mostly choppy rather than trending, half the time or greater, reversing a position is going to reverse your mistake or double your mistake. So, yeah, good thought though. Being wrong, yeah, being wrong from the right place. And if you, right, so the thing is that an example is, say that I wanted to buy right here and my stop was right there, and I bought and the market fell from there. If I jumped in too short right there, I'm shorting from a terrible place. I should have shorted from there. So I'm actually shorting on the move in the middle, betting that it keeps going. your efficiency's bad. Your entry could have been much better. And while you could make up some lost ground if you get it right by the move runs 2 or 3 legs lower, it's more like if I were to long and lose my long, then I wait. And then when it hits another pivot to short from, then I can change my bias to short from there. Right? Long, stop, wait, short. Better technique to make sure, yeah. But immediately like reversing, if I could take one button from a trading platform, it'd be the reverse button. Thinkorswim has one, and that is by far the worst thing you can ever hand to a trader in the history of trading. It's fucking reverse button right here. Reverse. Get rid of that. Oh god. Double your commission, turn your loss to another loss. Oh yeah. You'd mirror the giants on a gamma flip, right? Even when you break a pivot, let it retest the pivot. Give it a minute to confirm the pivot. Even if something's like falling lower. Like here, if it continues to sell, I don't jump in and say, oh, let me short this. I say, oh, I could have shorted it from there. Well, I'm a different kind of trader. I try to be super efficient on my entries, but yeah. Reversing on the fly it's a good trade in some points. Over time, I don't think it adds to a strategy. I think over time it makes any strategy slightly worse at best. That's just my opinion. Yeah, not immediately. Yeah. You would like wait, let it retest and go. Be better on the entry, yeah. What does it mean when Nasdaq is dropping this hard and arbitrage is negative? So arbitrage is not that negative, right? We want to see it with, it's an actual physical point amount. So when it's like minus 15, you can see right here. It means that the Nasdaq is 15 points ahead of itself, which is not a lot. We kind of want to see it 40 or greater, S&P about 10 or greater, to really indicate there's a strong potential reversal move or continuation move, whatever the case may be. We want to see it stretched. When it's negative, it means Nasdaq is trading higher than the implied value. It means it still wants to go down another 16 points. So for instance, if we were overselling, and ARB went to like positive 60, I would jump in on the long to take it. Since we're selling off and it's negative, it means Nasdaq is being yanked down with the stocks and it's waves on its way down. Like I wouldn't be taking this long with the negative arbitrage. It also doesn't mean I'm going to short it either because it's only 17 points ahead of itself. That's easy as going all the way down to mid 40s, 43. So this is going to like bounce around between 43 and 60, which you might see in a couple of seconds. About 17 points of range. It doesn't mean it has to. It just means that the potential is still downward. That's what negative means. But it's not that negative, so it's not that strong. It's mostly just noise when it's in that range of plus or minus 10, plus or minus 40. It's just noise. And just a couple pennies up and down in NVIDIA can cause it to bump up and down a couple points. VIX is a new high of the day today. Yeah, it feels like it. Yeah, why does this happen like after a pump like yesterday? We've been chopping since late 2025. We just have, man. This market has not gotten a minute to just have a good time. Being bullish or bearish. Been kind of crummy. So now apparently we're fighting with Cuba, Venezuela. Dude, Trump has got like a bingo card of like world leaders, and he's just knowing that he wants to make a splash. President got a bingo card. He's knocking off one at a time. Cuba. Trader promos will be kept open. Iran operations progressing ahead of schedule. I will not provide a timeline. U.S. has tremendous amounts of ammunition. Defense industry is increasing production. We do not need to invoke the Defense Production Act. Okay. I think the Defense Production Act has to do with rationing and stuff, I think, to support defense production. So that's correct. Is federal law granting president broad authority to direct private industry to meet national defense needs, including military, energy, blah, 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 enables prioritization of contracts, resource allocation, expenses of production capacity, off using national emergencies like pandemics, national disaster, and security supply chains. But that usually can lead to like shortages and essentially rations at some point. But he said we don't need to go that far. They don't need to take over private industry. Somebody said we are witnessing the creation of the United American Empire. You see what I said? We're going to still bounce around with negative arb. You see how that's doing that? Still bouncing around. That's what that means. You want to see like on a strong down move, arb goes positive and then you can take it. You see how right here, strong down move and arb was positive right here? It pops back up to get back into place. And that's what you're seeing. It's not strong enough to make it a tradable reversal though, which is why I'm not taking it. Oh, it's time to go. I got my fun at TV in a little bit, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I love you to death. My favorite friends. Thank you, Kevon. I haven't decided when I'm starting to boot camp. I'm kind of letting like Neon and Sir Darb kind of like settle in first. And then once I get like my afternoons back, after I release the prop website and then start finalizing the last pieces of Rocket Scooter's backtesting module in historic data and getting our stuff in NinjaTrader and Go Charting, like these are the things I'm gonna do. And then once that settles, then I'll start doing boot camps. I'll have nothing else to do. The Rocket Scooter development is coming to a conclusion, you guys. Once we get the backtest module up, I've got nothing planned. Nothing new we're building. Dynamic overnight's still being worked on. We finally have that kind of cleaned up to where we can get some data to look at and compare. We're working on that yesterday as well. But as soon as we get the backtesting module in, I don't have any new indicators other than ARB. We're kind of wrapping up this 6-year project. It's kind of nice. So what else are we going to come up with as the years go by? We'll see. Appreciate you guys being here. Join me on MyFunded TV. So Kevin8X posted a link to MyFunded TV. I'm the host of Lunch Money with Matt, which is a segment that I have on that show. Join me over there. They'll be doing a giveaway pretty soon. And yeah, hopefully wish me luck because we've getting some pushback from the brass over at MyFunded TV, or not MyFunded Futures, about this event that we were trying to plan, this big trading event. I had a long conversation with them about it again, about the business side of things. So it's kind of back to it was green lit and now it's kind of yellow lit. So we're kind of still working on redesigning it so where we get the approval. So wish us luck. This huge trading event we're going to do. So wish us luck there. And we'll see you in a little bit.